That's great. That's great, everyone. Yes. Hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, afternoon, evening, good night. Welcome to this Helpful Get One Shot set in the same world as our Curse of Strahd campaign, which you may or may not be familiar with, the land of Barovia. But we're in a bit of a different place, different players, different characters, and we may also be in a slightly different time. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, or maybe not. My name is Debbie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the master of the dungeon for today's proceedings. Let me run through housekeeping chat commands, and then we will meet our players and set the scene for our stream today. So, housekeeping, we are affiliate on Twitch. You can cheer, subscribe, etc. Do all of those things. You can link your Amazon Prime account to support us via Prime Gaming. You should do that. Chat commands. Everyone get your typing fingers ready. Exclamation point Discord will get you a link to our Discord. What? What is this? This is playing a piano.
Typing fingers.
Typing fingers. You asked us for typing
You
fingers.
don't-
Ready.
You
This is how
don't
you
type
type.
like this. You type like this. Surely.
No, I type like that.
No, you play piano like that.
No, you play piano
You
like
type
this.
with your fingers curled, Heather?
I do. I type
Anyway.
with the tips of my
Cool.
fingers. Maybe that's why I type so hard all the time.
I guess you're doing it like this.
Bam, bam, bam.
Ba, 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 ba. Sorry.
Anyway, exclamation point Discord will get you a link to our Discord community. It's always good fun. There's some really good memes floating around this week that I very much enjoyed. Exclamation point merch will get you a link to our merch store. You can buy cool stuff. Some of it's designed by members of our community. Some of it is in reference to inside jokes. Some of it's just super cool. Do that. Exclamation point Ko-Fi. If you would like to support us, please send us money. It helps us survive in this capitalist hellscape in which we live. And exclamation point donate. Galway's not here. Oh no. So I have to do this myself.
Okay.
Oh, you want to be Galway?
God no.
Wow.
I like no. I like Galway.
I love Galway. How
I mean,
dare
have you seen this?
Yeah, which is why I'm amazed you didn't jump at the chance. But okay.
That's the end of the stream, everybody. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Glad to
Friendship's
see you.
over. Exclamation point donate gives you a link to support a charity that's close to our hearts. I believe at the moment it's the Trevor Project, where you can support them in whatever way you can. But you can also consider finding an organisation that's close to your heart or close geographically to you, where your time and money may go further. See? Excellent Galway impersonation.
Well done.
If you want more Helpful Goat, and I don't know why you wouldn't, apart from joining our Discord, you can also catch our streams when they move over to YouTube or our podcast feeds. Goats and Dragons, Helpful Goat Presents, and Dom and Dragons. There's a theme, but I don't know what it is. Right. Welcome in to our Helpful Goat, Curse of Strahd, sort of, Barovian one-shot. Two important final bits of information, and then we can meet who the rest of this motley crew are. This is intended to be a horror stream, and so may not be suitable for everyone. General themes today include, hopefully, some pretty gross stuff. Blood, gore, exsanguination, medical experimentation, clowns, nightmares, vampires, physical restraint, referenced but not graphic torture. Players, I think you know what's coming because we've talked about it. We've done consent forms. We've talked through the issues that are on there.
A ton of sex. Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely not. That is a red. But if any of that doesn't sound good at any point today, let us know. We can back off. We can stop. Whatever we need to do. Because although we're trying to get creepy, gross, I don't want to actually upset anybody.
I kind of built my character around the sex thing.
Andrew Gilbert.
I'll pivot. That's fine. Stick and
Remember
move.
how your character can't move its mouth? You should emulate that.
Oh, ma.
Wow. Is today Bully Andy Day? Because I didn't have
It
that in
is,
my
yeah.
diary. We love you, Andy. You're
Listen,
such a
you
good
started
sport.
it. It's your fault.
100%. I will take the blame. Of course, it's my fault. So, if any of those things that I just listed don't sound good to you, feel free to give this one a miss. It's just a game. Take care of yourselves. And music is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin McComtex McLeod. Kevin McLeod's Incompetech website used under a Creative Commons license. Right. Let's meet each other. Friends, as we go round, feel free to introduce yourself, your pronouns, your character, like a little 3 lines about them, the elevator pitch about your character, if you will, and their pronouns. Okay? Right. Rachel, who are you?
Hi, I'm Rachel. I use she, her, hers pronouns. This is the part where I was paying attention and you said that we do an elevator pitch for our character.
100%.
Yes. Hey, I am Humphrey the Great, best there ever was, human paladin, here for glory, and that's all you need to know. And oh, also he, him.
Excellent. Thank you very kindly. Um, um, um,
His name's
Heather.
Joel. Oh.
Hey, I'm Heather. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am playing Goosey Umafoot, who is Goosey is her first name. She is also she, her. She is your tiefling cleric, who is a badass war cleric and likes to heal things a lot and likes to deal a lot of damage. So, always up for a fight.
Who isn't, frankly?
Yeah.
Joel.
Remember his name?
Hi, yeah, that's my name. Hi, I'm Joel. He, him, his. I'm not usually awake during this time, so who knows what'll happen. I'm going to be playing Dubash the Dauntless. Also goes by he, him. He's a late middle-aged orc man, a rogue and fighter, sort of a standoffish figure who has a penchant for sticks, apparently.
Lovely.
That's it.
Thank you very much, Joel. Oh God, what's this other guy's name? Oh,
That's
Andy.
Oh, yeah. You want me to go? So, my name is Andrew Gilbert, and today I'm playing an auto-gnome, rogue fighter wizard. not maxing at all here. Who is delightful, and has his name is Mr. Dally, first name Dilly. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a really good time. And he's kind of a creepy little puppet guy.
Cool. Great. Mr. Dally, first name Dilly. Good. And last but by no means least, Lena.
Hey, I'm Lena. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Vermilion the Green, whose pronouns are also she, her. She's a fairy sorcerer, but she's medium, not small. She really likes blowing things up.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
All right.
The largest fairy of her kind.
Yeah.
She ate all the other fairies
All
Makes
right.
sense.
Oh
in
Lord.
this big, yeah.
After blowing them up to barbecue?
Yes, that's less gruesome than just raw fairy snacks.
Yes.
Just chowing down. Well, good.
Who had raw
Andy
fairy snacks on their
always
bingo card?
says-
I did not.
No.
Did anyone?
Andy always says, bring me up by 8% and you up by 4%.
Lovely.
There you go. Thanks, Galway. Always excellent. Oh. Welcome, everyone, to the town of Doom. The party that you've just met are failed adventurers living in the town of Doom. Humphrey does not feel that he's failed, but in the eyes of everyone else, he has. The town is located on the shores of Luna Lake in the shadow of Mount Gakis, and Doom is a place where those who tried to defeat Strahd and survived, which is not everybody, or those who have lost hope with their imprisonment, go to eke out their days until they die. We're about as far away from Castle Ravenloft as we can be, while still being trapped within Barovia. Strahd lets us get on with our pathetic lives because he's defeated each and every one of us in one way or another. We are absolutely no threat to him. We are so far beneath him. So, the town of Doom is made up of a reinforced settlement that contains the main parts of the town. So it's like a rectangle, if you like, with a wall around. And it's surrounded surrounded isn't the right word. On one side of it, there's like a tent city, rundown shacks and tents. And on the other side of it is water. The lake of Luna Lake. To the north and south is woods, basically. Pathways go in at the top and to the bottom right. And there's like a little kind of makeshift where water has been kind of channeled off from the lake. So it's quite a defensible position for what it is. I thought that was a question, Rachel, but it was just movement. The audacity. The main settlement, so the bit within the walls, is controlled by Volenta, one of Strahd's consorts, who is currently out of favour with Strahd and trying to find a way back into the Devil's good graces. Volenta is acting as burgomaster of the town since they displaced the last burgomaster. The rumour has it that Volenta murdered the burgomaster and drained them dry, because Volenta is a vampire. No one has risen up against Volenta because mostly everyone in Doom is hopeless, given up, just kind of doesn't care what goes on. But there is a resistance. So within the town of Doom, there is a resistance against what Volenta's doing because they're pretty horrendous. The things that they do, even for hopeless, defeated adventurers, for some people go too far. So, although we have lost hope of defeating Strahd, we've not necessarily yet resigned ourselves to a lifetime of complete misery at Volenta's whims. So, we find our 5 adventurers today summoned to a meeting with the Resistance in the town of Doom. So, before we came on stream, I think we decided that Vermilion the Green and Mr. Daly and Goosey were active members of the Resistance. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Mm-hmm. And Dubash the Dauntless, in their long tenure in the town of Doom, maybe had been involved with these folks, but has taken a step back, and maybe he's been pulled in because of the nature of the meeting. They're kind of relying on Dubash's excellence to help. And Humphrey's pretty new to town, and is looking for a way of getting some glory back, maybe redeeming themselves for their failure, although they don't, of course, see it as a failure. They could never fail. They're so incredible. They're the best, of course. And so they've also been summoned to this meeting to help, hopefully. So they are. The meeting is at dusk, while the sun is still up, but it's on its way down, and hopefully the town is quiet and they won't be disturbed. In a room in one of the watchtowers, so on the corners of the town of Doom, and it is just the 5 of you, and the leader of the Resistance in Doom, a mist walker called Sonia, and her bodyguard, a quiet but deadly Vistana called Moroki. So those of you that have been in or are in the Resistance will know Sonia and Moroki quite well. Humphrey, perhaps you've met Sonia before when she asked you to come to this meeting, but maybe not. What do you think? How do you feel like you know Sonia? You're not.
Muted. I was definitely not just talking to my baby earlier, and so I had myself muted so you didn't hear me say,
Baby.
"Who's a cute little boy?"
Me.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that I've just known her. I think it makes sense that like when I came into town, you know, I didn't want to wallow too much and kind of wanted to be like, all right, what are the next steps to get back into, what can I do to get out of here? What are the things I can do? How can I climb? And so, yeah, talking to somebody from the resistance just to kind of get ideas and how to get in and do things would be
Yeah. She
first
probably
step.
sought you out, right? If you're wandering around town going, right, how do I get back into the adventuring life? She probably
Plus, she's
heard
probably
you.
heard of me. I'm
Oh, 100%.
Humphrey the Great, best there ever was.
Best
so,
there ever was, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's heard of you, so
Of
how
course.
could she not?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Everything I've heard about you has come from you, though. What makes you so great?
Well, the best things do come from me.
Like?
Great
Looking for an
deeds.
example here. Just any example you can give.
Well, look at his hair. It's fabulous.
Look at my hair. It is fabulous.
It's okay.
But I'm more about my deeds. I've killed many,
Yes?
many
Uh-huh.
beasts and monsters.
Beasts and monsters.
Of course.
Yeah, name one.
They don't usually have names.
Steve.
I guess I also just didn't ask. Maybe that's impolite of me. Should I ask their names from now on?
No, just sometimes beasts are different than other beasts. I doubt that you can't discern them. I was just asking
Oh, you
what?
mean like which type?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I thought you would speak more plainly and when you were asking these kinds of questions. Most recently, I killed a displacer beast.
Oh.
That's fantastic.
I thought so. So did the village that I saved.
That's nice.
Was that
So
here
nice
in
of you to say
Barovia?
that. Yes. Yes, it was. I know I was shocked as you were that there was one here, but
I want to do an insight roll. Like, that was a weird way to say yes. Got an 18.
okay, so I need to roll. Oh, I have to secretly roll, right? If I'm doing either
Performance
Secretly
or
rolled
deception.
persuasion or deception, right? Okay, so let me roll a d20. Boop-a-doo. That's not the right thing to click. That's a different roll 20 link. Sorry. Oh god, I went into an advanced roller the last time I was here and I'm still in it.
Oh no.
Horrifying.
Ah.
Well,
Hmm.
I rolled a 3.
Oops.
You get the feeling that he's not lying, but most likely just that it wasn't here. Like
Okay.
that he has kind of been around more, and he has killed a lot of things, and he is very strong. But that there's you can't quite place exactly what it is, but something is amiss. It's not like he's 100% lying, but there is he's embellishing. Is what I would say.
Okay.
So he's not lying. He's not 100% telling the truth. That's the vibe you get.
Okay.
What about you, Puppet Man? What great things have you done?
I don't need to.
I'm sorry, I was also being rude. I didn't ask the displacer beast his name. What is your name?
Mr. Daly.
Right.
If I can be so bold, if you can all take a seat. We're here for a very specific purpose, and we do have a limited amount of time.
Of course.
So the room that you find yourself in is bland. It's table and chairs, no decorations of note, no maps covered in red string, nothing that would point to this being the meeting room of the resistance in Valakai. Is that because the resistance in Valakai is just the 5 of you? Or because Sonia is wildly good at not getting caught? You don't know. All of you have met Sonia before. She is a tall, brown-skinned Vistani woman, dressed in the brightly coloured garb of her people, and she blends in well, even despite her bright colours in a normally dull kind of town. But each of you have noticed one thing about Sonia during your meetings and your dealings with her. It could be something about the way she looks physically or the way she operates, something about like not her accent, because I'm not going to do that. But like a mannerism or something that she's always up to. And we're going to go around and each one of you is going to describe something about this person that you've noticed. So, Joel, what's something that you've noticed
why me
about
first?
Sonia? Yeah, on the spot. Bam.
Yes. In the years that Dubash has known, the Burgomaster is the person we're talking to. No,
No, you're talking to the leader of the
and
resistance,
who's the
Sonia.
resistance leader? Sonia. Yes. Sorry, got it mixed up in my notes. But a slight limp that she tries to
Oh,
hide as much as possible.
love it.
Ooh,
Okay, excellent.
I'll
Heather.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed that her hands are always just subtly moving. And sometimes I'll catch a glimpse of maybe something shiny, I think. I can't really tell. But it's just, I can't really see it. But just, always, there's always some sort of little motion happening.
Okay, great. Lena.
I've noticed that she really hates chocolate. Like anytime people have chocolate or offer her chocolate, she just looks fucking disgusted.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I can't imagine that, but okay. More
What's
for me,
that
I
like?
guess. Rachel.
I've noticed that she is extremely muscular, but not like overly powerfully so. Not like, big Hulk muscles, but like underneath everything you can see that there is just really strong, like just very strong and well built.
Yeah. Nice. And Andy, what have you noticed?
I've noticed that she makes eyes at her bodyguard quite often.
Okay. What do you mean by makes
Ooh.
eyes?
When she thinks
That
no
means
one
like
is
she's
looking,
like flirtatious.
Oh,
I see a
okay.
longingness there. And I know longing.
Ah, do you? Should we trust the puppet boy?
Longing to be a real child.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Okay, so when you're all seated at the table and you're behaving yourselves, Sonia's going to begin. It's well known that Valenta's been conducting inhumane experiments within the Reformation Center. None of you have been part of that, but we have met a few survivors from that place that have not enjoyed their time there. Since Valenta's arrived in town these past few years, that building has combined, working as a courthouse, a guard barracks, and a prison. And it seems now we have signs that Valenta has created an army of creatures and plans to release them on those living outside of Doom in the shacks and tents to determine whether the creatures that she's created through these experiments can be adequately controlled to be used by Strahd.
That is horrifying.
Isn't it? At the moment, you five are the best that we have. You're the best that we've got to offer.
Damn right. We're
You,
In our
great.
name.
Hmm?
It's in the name.
In your name. Yeah. Yeah. So you keep saying. So we need you to break into her stronghold and gather some information, discover what she's up to. Ideally, if you can remove the monsters or find a way to stop her making them or stop her controlling them, brilliant. But the most important thing is that you get out alive to report back. You do not want to get caught and end up in the Reformation Center to become one of these creatures. I don't think you could survive that.
Does this need to be a quiet mission? Like, not in terms of do we need to stealth in, but do we need to be... It's okay if it's known afterward that it happened.
I mean, if you survive, Sure. I think if you get out with any modicum of success, so information about them or, killing all of them or anything like that, then yeah, people are going to know that this happened.
But I mean, I think we should maybe still keep it a little bit on the DL, just because we, want to keep being able to fight Valenta, and this probably isn't going to be a one and done, wham bam, thank you ma'am thing.
I think we go in and kill all of the monsters.
Okay, if we can't do that though, can the backup plan be burn the place to the fucking ground and then be real quiet about it?
Oh, that sounds great.
I like the first part.
Intel
Second part
first,
we
though.
can.
Intel first.
Right.
Intel
Intel
first.
burning quiet. Out of
Quiet.
operations.
Quiet intel. Get out safe. Bring information. If they find us out, kill all the monsters and burn the fucking place to the ground.
Yes, yep. And then we don't tell anybody that it was us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The problem
Right.
is
I
if
tell
you
everybody it was
people
me.
that it was.
Well, that's
you can do that,
what I'm
Humphrey.
worried about.
Yeah, if you want to say that, Humphrey, that's fine, but that means that the retribution will all be coming at you.
Actually, now that's not a
But
bad idea.
also the accolades.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't forget the accolades.
I know you've
Sure.
not been in Barovia long, Humphrey, but I was born here, and there aren't really ever any accolades in Barovia.
We shall give
Yes.
you the accolades.
Barovia
We'll
just
give you
hasn't
something.
met me.
The other 5 of you can make slow eye contact around the table.
Oh.
I mean, this guy is going to learn, or not, or he'll die. Okay, we need you to get in and get out. If you can get information, if you can disrupt her plan, if you can burn the place to the ground and kill her, fine. I'm not going to stop you doing that. I'm not going to be there. But you need to get out and tell us what's going on.
yes. I'll make sure there's at least one survivor, and I'll make sure the rest of us die in the flames and aren't taken alive.
Okay.
We prefer that we all get out alive.
Ideally, yeah.
Right.
Because you
but if
really
that's
are the
not
best we have to
possible-
offer. So if the intel that you come out with requires a second phase to this plan, you all being dead isn't really going to help me.
Right, I hear you. I'm just making backup plans just in case. Right? So just in case, I'll make sure that all of us die in the fire if we can't get out safely. Except for one of us.
Right.
I think we should all try to get out safe.
Yes,
Or
this
get
is a
out
backup
injured?
plan.
Get
Goosey.
out injured.
Right, Goosey, this is just a contingency plan.
Okay. Okay, just making sure.
She just
'Cause
wants
Yeah.
to make sure
You
we're
know
all
I
okay
got
with
loads of
dying
healing.
in a beautiful, glorious flame.
Yes.
Not it.
Okay.
If that's the only way.
Okay, if that's the only way. They're gonna have to use a lot of flame on me, though.
Then yes. Yep.
Them, not you, dear.
Yeah, definitely. Good.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
There are 2 ways into Valenta's castle. One is through the main front door into the main hall, where you'll probably have to fight your way past guards to find your way around the castle to work out what's going on. That is what we would normally call a frontal assault. You can do that if you want to. The alternative way, there is a walkway that links the walls around the town to the castle on the 2nd floor. When Debbie says the 2nd floor, she means that in the English way, because we've been here before, and I'm just not doing this anymore. Ground floor is the floor that you will enter on that is on the same level as the ground. You go up 1 flight of stairs to the 1st floor. You go up a 2nd flight of stairs to the 2nd floor.
That's
Oh, so that's like
No,
our
that's-
3rd floor.
So the
Okay.
So
third floor.
incorrect. Oh my
Abso-
god.
I understand that all of you are going to be 2nd floor, 3rd floor, and probably have a seizure. Fine. But when Sonia, and Debbie, say the 2nd floor, that is what I mean. There was a whole bunch of confusion in Curse of Strahd about this, so I'm saying it now. You can't be
Got
fucked
it.
up by it later.
Debbie,
Got
like
it.
how in the UK are hotels on the ground floor numbered? Like hotel rooms, is it just like G01
Also be right
instead of like 101?
I don't know. Lena,
Never been in a hotel in the UK.
nor do I care.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not going to tell you what is the right or wrong way to spell aluminium, nor am I going to tell you which way is the right or wrong way to label floors. I'm just going to tell you how I do it so that we understand each other. And if
Okay.
you want to do things in an insane way, then so be it. We don't own you anymore.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the alternative, says Sonia, there's a walkway that links the town walls to the castle on the second floor. You may be able to sneak in via this route. I've never managed it. No one that I know has managed it, but there is a walkway there. But expect there to be traps or puzzles or something to try and catch you out, because Volenta is not going to leave her flank unguarded. They're not stupid.
I think we can maybe manage that.
You make the decision, right? You know your strengths, your weaknesses. Yes, Dubash, your expertise.
Dubash sort of like Dubash has been entirely silent this whole time except for head nods and gestures of paying attention. It sort of raises his hand slightly and goes, "You mean to say in this Reformation Center it will be guarded by puzzles and not thousands of armed guards?
Don't go into the
People who
Reformation Center,
experience
Dubash.
puzzles in this room."
You're attacking the castle next to the Reformation Center, Dubash, which will... It depends which way you go in. If you go in the front way, definitely guards. If you go in the back way, maybe puzzles, maybe guards, maybe some other kind of awful horror. I don't know.
Joel, I'm really, really glad you said that. I also thought we were going into the Reformation Center.
That's what I understood. It's fine. But still,
But do you know which floor you're going in on? That's
the third.
puzzles in your castle.
Seventh
Okay?
floor.
That's why he was asking
Wait,
it.
second floor.
Yes, maybe
Which is our
puzzles,
third
maybe
floor.
traps. Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to Volenta's castle, and Sonia has warned you, don't get caught, you'll get taken to the Reformation Center, that's bad. But they're not the same place. I apologize, that wasn't clear.
I don't think that was you, Debbie. I think I was eating lunch.
Oh no, I
Probably
will take
me.
all of the blame. It's the British way.
Dubash seems half satisfied with the there's just puzzles in the castle answer and goes back to silence.
Good, great. Good. Marvelous. Any other questions? Is there anything you need?
Do you have dynamite?
No.
Fire wine barrels.
No.
We
Any
don't
black
need those.
powder?
I can. Daddy, we've worked together before. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, I make my own explosions. We'll be good. Gucci.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Is Gucci a famous fairy or?
Yeah, I ate her.
Oh, I have so many questions.
No wonder
That's so
you're
many
so
questions.
fashionable. Mm,
Yeah, I ingested her fashion
yeah.
and her explosives.
Awesome.
It's okay, Humphrey. It's how fairies gain more power. The big ones eat the little ones and become bigger.
Don't
Like
try it on
fish.
me.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt for just a sec. I have one question. Lena, please remind me of your character name and
Vermilion the Green.
Vermilion. Thank you. I should have remembered that. Thank you.
If only Elise were here to annoy.
I know. I hope she listens to this.
Okay.
So any other questions? Or can I leave you to deal with
So our
this
options are
situation?
to go in the front or to go in the top side.
Second floor? Yes.
Second floor. Second floor.
Yes. I don't know what you would prefer, Humphrey. Frontal assault, definite battle, possibly
Sounds
glory.
amazing.
Sneaking in the back way.
I mean,
Who knows?
the
I
front
never
way
sneak in the
does
back way.
sound amazing.
Sorry, Heather.
But so does the back way.
I'm in favor of the back way. I'm not very sneaky, but I'd still like to at least try to, stay under the radar until we're burning the place down.
Yep. Let's
I think
get
we
our
will
intel.
succeed either way we go.
I hope so.
Let's get our intel.
Shall we flip a coin?
I think we could vote. I mean,
Why not let the fates decide your glory?
because we don't need to. There's 5 of us here, and we could have a deciding vote.
I abstain.
Do we have to bring this weird little creature?
Yeah, we need him. He's useful.
Dali.
He blows. He does things.
Okay,
And,
so
yeah.
without Mr. Daly, who would like to go in the front? And who would like to go in the side?
I'm
we
voting
go.
for the side, even though I would like the front. I'm voting for the
I
side.
understand. I think that it is more than reasonable. Should we flip a coin to see what it says anyway?
No.
We wouldn't have to do what it said. Now I'm just intrigued.
Okay,
Lots of
flip
coins
one.
are binding.
I wouldn't tempt fate, such.
Pardon me, Sonia.
Dubash, how can I help?
He's trying to think of the best way to say it, but do you have any additional intel on shift changes, on what time of day would be optimal to strike? Literally anything we have rumor of finding within, other than puzzles?
So, are you talking about for the if you sneak in the back way rather than frontal assault on a fortress?
Yeah, that's what he's going for. Since that seems
Okay.
to also be the consensus.
So, if you have ever taken a romantic walk around the city walls at night, which you may have done so, you will notice that there is a small narrow walkway that links the part of the walls, the west part of the walls, to the Volenta's castle, and it is overlooked by 2 guard towers. So well, I assume that her guard towers are manned. Or populated, if not manned. Something's in there looking, right? That would make sense. She's not an idiot. But, and also, I don't know what's in there. We've never confronted Volenta openly, right? With the resistance, we're not the army against Volenta. So I think a distraction might work there to stop you being kind of pinned on that exposed walkway. And then there is a door to the fortress, but I know nothing about what opens that door, if it's locked, if it's trapped, if it's a puzzle. I don't know. And none of us have ever been inside the fortress, so I cannot tell you what more there is inside.
Thank you, Sonia. I think that narrows down the time of day. Shall we go now?
What time of day is it?
Dusk.
Dusk. I think
The
that's...
only advantage of going at night is harder to see stuff. Disadvantage of going at night, Volenta is a vampire. But maybe she'll be out somewhere else doing her vampire shit.
If we go during the daytime, maybe we could kill her. That's what you're saying.
That's that. And they probably, well, no, since she's a vampire, they'll probably be having a better lookout during the day. Because they're not as concerned at night. Because
I think night is our shot.
I think it possibly is.
I can work in the night.
Then let's all get dinner. And then we go.
Okay.
Now, I
Sounds
don't
good.
mean to be rude, but
Ask the question.
you eat dinner?
I enjoy the social aspects of dinner, even if I do not consume the food.
I'll be honest. You did not give me the vibe of enjoying the social aspects of anything.
I'm just a bit more discerning about who I enjoy those social aspects with.
Ooh.
And you kindly
Ooh.
invited me. Oh, I feel special.
I don't know if I did.
And I'll clap you on the
Dally
back.
just needs time to like literally warm up to people.
You see Mr. Daly kind of freak out for a second when you clap him on the back, and then he kind of fun.
I will tell you, Humphrey did not notice even a little bit.
Great.
You're supposed to be charismatic. I guess that doesn't mean you're good at
I'm
reading
not like
people, though.
insightful. I'm charismatic, and I'm, people generally like me, but not everyone does.
All right.
So we're going to get dinner.
Going to get dinner. Leg of mutton and no, it's probably cabbage and beet soup.
Y'all, this is a one shot, and unless there's important things we actually need to discuss over dinner,
Right. I assumed that we would go and
No.
maybe just talk plan. Like that was the
okay,
yes.
that's okay.
Yeah.
God, no,
I know,
we plan.
We are a heavy.
I don't want to roleplay 2 hours of
We're
dinner.
a heavy role-playing team here, and so it would be hard to be like. So anyway, let's work through this stuff. Yeah, you're correct.
Please pass the potatoes.
We are very role-play heavy. However, I figure we could use dinner to plan our
Your
yeah.
Do we
mission.
use a diversion? Because
So-
I'm thinking an explosion somewhere along the wall
I'm
that's not by
good
the
at
castle could be a diversion.
Mm.
Yep, and Vermilion, that's got you written all over it.
Oh yeah, baby. I can do that.
Yeah.
No guarantees it doesn't spread to the rest of the castle.
Well, it
Meh.
should be a little bit away from the castle
Uh-huh.
so that it draws attention away. Maybe on the Reformation Center?
Uh-huh.
And then we go to
Well,
the castle.
I don't know if they would pull their forces from where we're going necessarily. However, if there was a feigned attack at the front door and we were in the back, might be interesting.
That
So
could
we send
certainly
Humphrey to the
work.
front.
Well, we send maybe Sonia and their bodyguard.
So have you gone off to
Yeah.
dinner?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Sonia's not gone with you.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know how to get in contact with Sonia.
We have her.
Oh, we don't?
No, she gets in
Ah.
contact with you.
Anybody have sending?
I have message. That doesn't help.
Let's
Just
pay a
walk
few.
around.
Let's pay a few of the
Sonia's
drunks
out.
at the
Yeah, pay a few of the
tavern.
drunks. That'll work. There are plenty of them.
I mean, yes, there would be in a town where everyone is hopeless and depressed. There would be.
We're
So-
using drunk fodder to.
We'll pay them well.
What if I
Well-
just start a fire in front of the front gates?
A delayed explosion.
Okay. I'm not very good at that first word you said. But I can
A long fuse.
start fires.
Okay, how about a long fuse?
Do you have one of those?
I
I think like it would be reasonable for me to have some explosives at level 10.
I think so.
I don't know, Debbie.
With a
I have
fuse.
money. Can I say I spent my money on explosives?
Highs or lows?
Are you asking me to roll, or are you asking me
No,
to say
I'm
one
going
of
to
those
roll,
things?
and I want you to tell me if the roll is going to be highs or lows. And if
What are you
you, so
rolling?
I'm going to roll a D100, and if you say highs and it's a 99, you can get anything you fucking like. If you say highs and it's like a 1, you will have nothing.
Highs.
Oh, okay.
83.
Yep.
Woo.
So absolutely, you can have some explosives and some fuses of varying lengths.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, we can do an explosion. I
Yeah,
won't
my-
make it quite a demolition one yet, but
My preference is that we don't use the townspeople as possible baits to be killed.
Agreed. So the explosion will have to do on its own. And maybe we pay people to come running to look at it, but stand back and yell real loud. Or maybe
Fair.
they'll do that anyway.
They'll probably do that anyways.
But the
Yeah.
people in the castle have distance spells and arrows and crossbows, right? So we don't want them to just also be a line of people that are easy to shoot down.
True. So we'll
They're
let the
going to
people
just
do
shoot
whatever
down
the
the common
people want to
folk. The
do.
people are just, freaking out about the fire. There's a lot of fires, and it usually doesn't result in mass slaughter.
I just want to make sure. Listen, I'm all for the glory, but I don't like putting innocent people in danger unnecessarily.
Well, I don't
That's
know
We'll
if
my
let
anyone
them
here
do
is
that
innocent.
themselves. We will let them do that themselves. If they so choose, they can run up and look at it. We won't tell them anything.
The holy person,
there's-
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. It is all their decision. Free will.
Okay, so you're in the tavern having a leg of mutton or similar for dinner and deciding that you're going to try and persuade people in the tavern to respond appropriately to the explosion that Vermilion's going to set off.
No, I think we're
they-
just going
we
to let them. I
decided
think
to
we're just
not
going to let
tell
people,
them anything.
You're not
people
gonna-
respond naturally.
Should we tell them to like go near the castle or something at a certain time, or no? Just
Dubosh sort of pipes up. What if we organized a festival? Getting
Oh my God.
townsfolk
Y'all, this is
a
a one
festival
shot.
outside the castle, and then there just happens to be, oh no, an explosion which shall send.
Can I just blow things up? One
Or
shot.
or
One
we know that
shot.
the castle is handing out free candy. That seems like something that might happen at a castle, correct?
I think all of those are adding variables that could go wrong. I say we blow up the front as we
And
go
go.
in the back.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do you need
Sounds
anything
like
to
I
set
can
that
help.
up, Vermilion?
good. So many explosives. Roll
Okay
high.
then. Is
Yeah.
everyone done with their meal?
Yes.
I am.
One tiny question. How loudly have you been making this plan?
Not
whilst
loudly.
In the public
Very
tavern?
quietly.
This
I'm
loudly.
always loud.
Let's
Yeah.
blow it up. No.
I'm always loud. I have a very carrying voice.
So
we would have been shushing you repeatedly.
So I feel like you might need to make stealth checks so that the other people in the tavern don't know.
The disadvantage doesn't work for this, right? Because like my plate mail doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Your plate
Or-
mail
Roll
doesn't matter,
16.
but you did just
I
say
did
that
just
you would have
say
been
that.
shouting. So I feel like
Not
the
shouting, just
disadvantage
talking
should-
loudly.
which isn't very stealthy, is it though, Rachel?
No, it's not.
No. So I feel like a disadvantage is reasonable.
But we
Like
would have
you're
been shushing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Why don't I have the
Well,
thing?
look, it's a group check, so you don't
And
all need
and
to
whispering
succeed.
so quietly, it balances out people yelling.
Yeah.
That-
Whispering
that is
like
generally-
this.
Yeah, like because if someone else is yelling about something, you could be like la, 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 over the top to drown it out. I think that's reasonable. So yeah, it's a group check. All right, all right. So far, we have Dubash has got an 18, Vermilion Green a 16, Goosey got a 4, and Mr. Daly got a 19.
I haven't rolled yet. Let's see.
I know.
I just rolled. I'm trying to get it to query me for stuff.
Oh.
but- Oh,
No, you
Well-
need to keep
Well,
that second.
they're great.
Can she keep that for the next?
no, I'm disadvantaged. Well, now it's fine.
It doesn't matter. You just got double 20.
I think that it's only rolling once, but showing it twice.
Ah,
I
Okay.
think that's why I think they're both the same. But it's 18 is my disadvantage number.
okay.
Does roll 20 hate you, Rachel?
I don't know, man. I even just clicked query, like have it to query me for advantage, and it didn't. So you know.
What a bag of
It's fine.
dicks. Okay, so 4 very good successes, and it's weird that like Humphrey is quite good at this, and you think it's just because Humphrey has spent so long, like, talking about themselves loudly and announcing themselves to the tavern and being the sort of wonderful person that Humphrey is, that everybody ignores him. Nobody is listening to anything that Humphrey says at any point. So,
Doesn't that make you feel
even
good?
Oh,
even
just great.
just great. Even the really loud talking that's been going on here has not given the game away. And even though Goosey was a little bit indiscreet, you feel like as a group you've done pretty well here, and the town guard aren't immediately going to arrest you the moment you set foot outside the tavern. So,
Hooray!
good job, folks.
We did it.
That was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Okay. So, tonight, after dinner, climbing the walls, scouting around the back.
Setting up
Yeah,
the
so-
explosive.
Setting up the explosives.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably casually setting up explosives. I
Yeah.
don't know what other folks.
Dubosh expresses to the group that he can get himself even to the second floor, third floor, depending on where you are, of the town walls, and is completely unable to help anyone else up or sneak up. Unfortunately, as far as I can.
I can fly, but I can't carry any of you.
I'm very light.
Very strong.
Climb.
I'm very strong. I could probably just climb.
I don't know if it wasn't clear. The walls have like a walkway around the top of them, and it is linked to the castle by a sloping walkway.
So we can get up to the walkway.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
You
just
can-
like a ramp? Okay.
Yeah, you can walk around the walls. Like there are town guards on the walls, but you are allowed to walk up on the walls. And you will have to kind of negotiate getting onto the bridge if you like. But you can technically do that.
What if
What I was-
three of
yeah,
us?
That's sorry. That is what I was imagining. But I was also imagining if we just sort of bypass that whole walkway, it would be a little more stealthier than walking through the town walls and then the little bridge stuffs. But
Yeah, what is
What
the town? What is it used for? So like to get up to that town, like do people regularly go on that walkway to get to the thing between the castle? Would we stand out horribly if we did that rather than like trying to climb up and sneak? Or
You, Humphrey, don't know.
valid?
You didn't ask Sonia.
Who here
That's
goes for romantic
right.
walks along the walls? Certainly I don't.
Dubosh does.
Dubosh,
It's a weekly occurrence where not
Is it-
romantically. What's the opposite of romantically? Depressedly walking along the walls.
Singly.
Well, I like that the opposite of romance is depression.
Well, I could accompany you. So
yes.
it looked like a romantic walk. And
I could stow away in one of your bags.
that would work.
I'm just a trinket for your family.
Wait, are
back
you
home.
not medium? Are you small?
Oh, I'm very small.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a puppet.
I thought he was a big puppet.
No,
Okay.
I'm not the biggest of my kind.
You need to eat the rest of them.
Can't eat.
I'm not trying hard enough.
Anything's
what my
food
mom
if you try
always
hard
said.
enough.
So Debbie, how obvious is a puppet stuffed into a backpack, a rucksack?
I don't think very obvious. But the question really is, how many people do you know take their backpacks on their romantic walks?
I take my backpack everywhere with me, Debbie. It's my
I do
purse.
too,
It's also
actually.
my backpack.
It is a city
go.
of adventurers who probably do this all the time.
Great. So yeah, I think you're fine with backpack romantic walk.
Is the puppet at least completely obscured by a large backpack? Whether it's like big, bulky, or
Yeah.
obvious is a different question. But like,
I
okay,
I think for sure you could hide either the puppet in the backpack, or you could like tie the puppet to the outside of the backpack and like leave it dangling there like it's some kind of spoil of war.
I'm good
And
at
as long
that.
as Mr. Daly was like,
Yes.
Yeah, I
a
like
dead
that
puppet.
idea. I like that idea. And it doesn't
Yes, I think
necessarily, we
yeah.
could make it not a romantic walk, but we could make it like, now you're older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could be like a granddaughter walking with her grandpa or something, or daughter and father taking a walk. And
For the
maybe that
last
wouldn't look
time,
as
stop dropping your puppet toy. I'm not going to carry it. 5 minutes
There
later,
you go.
carrying it on
There
back.
you go.
Okay. So it looks
So
like we've
I'll
got a
carry
way
the
for
puppet
3 of
then.
you.
Yes.
Humphrey and
then-
I are taking a romantic walk together.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
To
And-
set up.
and
Who could
so-
resist?
So I don't have to touch you. You can climb up on my back and arrange yourself. So it looks like
Sure.
you're tied on there, and
I still have
Yeah.
strings, and I kind of tie some of the strings
Yeah.
in there, but I tie it in a way that's like very easy to release. I just need
Yeah.
to pull on one little string.
You, Andy, are an absolute scumbag for reading my mind, because I for sure was going to be like, and you're all tangled up in your strings. Oh. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
so we'll just be taking 2 separate walks together, one romantic, one familial.
Okay. All right. So, do we first want to do the mission to set up the explosion?
Yeah.
And then we're going to probably do
Yes.
some performance checks for our romantic / familial walks.
Mhm.
Cool.
And then we're going to get to how we're going to get into the castle and whether the explosion goes off and such and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's kiss. Right. So, this is so good. Okay. So, let me show you this map and I will describe it to everybody else. So, you should now be seeing the ground floor of the stronghold, the castle.
Ah.
Valenta's
Yes.
fortress. Do you see it? Yeah, okay. So, like, this is the path that walks up to it. And this is all public land, but, like, the moment you go up these steps...
I'm not seeing your
Wait,
pings.
ping the steps.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah? So,
Mhm.
sorry, this is all public land in front of it, but there are steps that lead kind of... Like up to a little, like a half level, like a mezzanine. And then there's a building in front of you and the main fortress to your right.
Okay.
And you know that whole area is like Valenta's zone, and normal people don't go and hang out there, don't go and do anything.
Okay.
Okay? So this door, the main door
I'm
to
seeing
the...
like 16 pings.
I'm like bright blue, if that helps.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see that.
And that lime green one is there. That door is closed, and you would assume that there will be guards nearby, and this door is also closed. You don't
Okay.
know what's the other side of that door. You've never been in
Okay.
there. So, like, although you, the players, can probably see a whole bunch of stuff,
Mhm.
you, the characters, cannot and don't know any of this.
Okay.
Okay. So, where do you think... So, you know, like, the walls go round. It's kind of a rectangle. There's that little kind of cobblestoney bit where you go up the mezzanine before you go in either the door in front of you or the door to the right. Where do you want to set your explosion up?
So is this the front door that I'm pinging here?
Yes, correct. The front door is there, and there's another door in front of you into a building that you don't know what that is.
And
Somewhere
kind
on
of
that
all
mezzanine.
all of this is like the not really supposed to be up here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then probably like, I mean, where are the guards posted?
You know that there are guards in each of the watchtowers. Other than that, you don't see any other guards. So there's not like there's a guard out here.
So
But you
probably try to
feel
like,
Mhm. This watchtower probably has quite good overlooking vision of this.
Base of the
probably try
steps.
to do a big explosion like here. Yeah, near the steps. Starts threatening the castle, and at least one of the watchtowers can call the warning.
Okay. And who is going to set up the...
Me.
That
On your
would be
own?
Vermilion. Do you need any help?
I don't.
Oh, we're
think
not there.
so. Yeah.
I could keep a
I-
lookout or something since I'll be
That might
also.
help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Looking
And
down
my
the-
perception
I'm
is
not-
0, but I can keep a lookout.
I'm not trying to stealth. I'm trying to perform I belong here. So I'm just
Okay.
really confidently acting like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I love it. In which case, can you give me a performance check? And Humphrey, can you give me a perception check?
Yes.
Three.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was double checking something. I'm still
good.
rolling now. 17.
Nobody bothers you. You don't see any guards. You don't see anybody, but you manage to, like, you confidently saunter around and like maybe you like, you know, pretend that you're talking to somebody as you walk past them or whatever, and you manage to arrange your explosives in a way. What is your plan for setting these explosives off?
Where will we be? Where's like the entrance to the walkway?
The entrance to the walkway is obviously on the second floor, but it's the opposite side, so it's down. Do you see where my ping is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do we get up there?
So what you'll need to do is you will have to like backtrack out of this map back towards another bit of the town to climb up some stairs to get onto the walls that go around at that level.
I
Okay.
think the rest of us should be.
So like as part of my casualness then I'm just gonna like be trailing the very long fuse that you let me have kind of just along the front of the building so that it will be a spot that I can hit with a firebolt when I'm up there.
Valid.
Mhm.
Understood. Yes, you absolutely can do that. And you get really lucky in that it seems like there's been some kind of like streamers or something else. So there is a load of like long, thin, string-like detritus around on the floor. So
There was a festival.
Like,
There was a festival that Dubash organised last week. The Festival of the Convenient String.
Yep.
So your fuse doesn't stand out in an obvious way.
awesome.
While you're doing this, Humphrey sees nothing. Doesn't even see where you've gone. Doesn't see if anyone spotted you, if there's any problem. You appear next to Humphrey, and Humphrey.
Ah.
Exactly.
Hi, sweetheart. You want to go for a walk?
And I hold my arm out to link arms with you.
Lupin, kind of leaning into you and staring up at you fawningly.
So you lean your face into my plate armor.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
very comfortable.
maybe we'll have already been up on the wall and like walk the opposite direction, just so we're already up there, and then walk in the direction we need to go. So we don't really look like we're together. We're on separate walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're aiming for the same place. Okay.
Right.
So all of you then are going to need to give me.
Performance?
Yes.
Format.
And I'm going to try and find which is the right map.
Oh, I'm so bad at performance.
I got
Oh,
a
you rolled good.
dirty 20. What?
What?
I got a
What?
16.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Only an 11.
Okay. So, Humphrey and Vermilion, on your romantic walk, you knock it out of the park. Like, you do such a good job acting like a couple. Like, you see a few other adventurers, like, in the town being like, oh, that's cute. And even a town guard kind of, like, tips his hat to you and wishes you a pleasant evening on the way past them
Aw.
to enjoy
I give him
your
a
walk.
roguish wink. Yeah. Rachel can't do one. That was horrible. but
Like, you're
imagine
going to
Humphrey.
enjoy your evening. Nice. The other team in this very small party split. So the puppet, Mr. Daly, you don't really have a lot to do. You're dangling on a backpack. And you have done this before. Like, this is not something that's unfamiliar to you as a puppet. Yeah, exactly. So you can stay still really well. And Goosey, you're doing your best. You're trying to keep an eye out and make sure that you're performing appropriately. Dubash is giving you nothing as a scene partner.
Mhm.
Is very, very tense and nervous and looks nervous. He's like looking all around. And
Yeah,
so
Josh entirely is in his own head. He's thinking about what might lie beyond the doors. He's freaking out a little bit, and while he's in his own head, he just like accidentally trips on part of the stone walkway. I'm assuming it's stone on this wall.
Yeah,
And
100%.
just Joe,
Oh,
God damn it!
Grandpa!
Gets up with difficulty.
Oh,
Get
I'm
it
trying to help
together,
you up, but-
Dubash.
And then a town guard comes over and says, "Are you quite all right?"
He's fine. He's my grandpa. He's kind of getting a little older there. He's fine. He just tripped.
Would you like to roll a deception?
No, but I
Since
will.
you lied to
I
the town
included as
guard.
well for being.
Oh,
Oh no!
Okay, but
That would be
I've got
sick.
to roll. I've got to roll my town guard and insight, and he might roll poorly, right?
let's hope.
Insight's wisdom, right?
Insight. Oh yeah.
Correct.
Well,
Well.
so the guard rolled a 17 to your 6.
Yep.
So he crosses his arms, and he looks at you, and he waves like a to a town guard colleague that's further along the wall, like they're obviously patrolling. And he's like, "This guy's not your grandfather. You're a tiefling, and he's an orc, and I'm horrendously racist.
He's like adoptive grandfather.
What are you
you know-
doing up here?"
We were just taking a walk. We were just walking.
Why don't we take a walk over to the Reformation Center and we'll get this all straightened
we
out?
can go back down. We'll just go down. I'll take him home, and I'm really sorry that we freaked you out. There's nothing going on here. I'll just take him home.
I think you need to make another deception check to say that since you said like there's nothing going on here, I'll just take him home.
Because they were
Over-deceiving.
suspicious. Oh God!
6 again.
Going
my
well.
God. All right.
Mhm.
I thought the
Alright,
charisma
well-
checks would be with the other group, which is why I suggested this split.
I did say that you were all going to have to make performance checks on the wall. Oh! Here's the good
Hey!
news. The guard's like, okay. Well, look, if you head right home right away, then we can let this one slide, but I don't want to see you up on this wall again.
Okay. Come
Or
on,
it's the
Grandpa.
Reformation Center for you.
Okay. Come on,
As
Grandpa.
he sort of begins to turn around, he says, "We're on a wall."
Nice. Yes, Grandpa. We're just taking a walk.
Would you look at that? I am on the. Yes.
Okay.
Bonus points for that.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And you see the guard have a little like conference with their other guard colleague as they're sort of half watching you walk away.
Mm-hmm. We will get down off the wall and
Yeah. As soon as we're completely out of earshot, Jabosh just goes, "Are you kidding me?
well, looks like we're gonna have to climb now.
Let's hope the other
So-
group had better luck."
Yeah, Humphrey and I are just kind of hanging out, waiting for y'all to be in position, probably like
Mhm.
making out a little to keep our cover
Yeah,
going.
Exactly. Yeah. Just
Could they see us?
important.
Yes, they saw it all happen.
As they are walking away, then I'd like to just like quickly loose that little string and just kind of fall behind.
Okay.
Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah,
I'll
do
hear
you
you
want
fall.
to roll like a stealth so that the guard doesn't see you do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's 25. That's pretty
25.
fucking good. Yeah. So you drop off and you wait until they're walking just at the right place. The guard's not looking, they're talking to each other. You loose your little string, you drop off the back of the backpack. Nobody hears you, nobody sees you do that.
So if that's near us,
Um,
I can scoop Mr. Dally up
Exactly.
and like
Yeah, that was
exclaim
exactly
over
what I was going to
Humphrey
say.
getting me a beautiful doll. Oh, thank you. This is such a lovely gift. It's just been the best evening, Humphrey. Rachel's not listening.
No, I am.
That's the look that Humphrey gives
Humphrey's just like,
No, Rachel's just brain dead.
I
Yes.
didn't give you a gift.
Like what? Right. Yeah.
Off.
Three of us are
Improv
together.
shit.
Like
Yes, and.
just like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh my
Like
god.
suddenly remembering like oh right, the
Yeah.
poison for Cusco.
Cusco's
Cusco's
poison.
poison.
The walk between two romantic partners. The romantic walk.
The romantic walk that we did together. Well, now that's who my character is.
Amazing.
I couldn't have imagined it to be a more spectacular evening. And I'll just kiss the top of your head.
Oh,
Cute.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 3 of
And
you
it's
in
real
position
cute.
ready to roll.
real cute.
We've got 2 of you on the ground under suspicion of the guards.
Yes.
So what do you 2 want to do?
Well, first we got to get out of sight of the guards.
You've done that. That's fine. You're down.
Okay.
You've gone down a stairway. You're kind of back down in the milieu of the town, and they're not watching you. They've watched you go. They're like, fine, whatever.
Do we know how often the guards change, or
Nobody asked
No.
Sonya that.
okay?
Well, I mean, technically I did, but it wasn't. The answer was that we just didn't know, because of not much intel. What was I gonna say? Goosey,
Yes.
do you have anything? Yes, it sounds so great when I'm just in a dramatic voice saying Goosey.
And I love it.
Do you have anything of the nature of flight or climbing?
I do not. Well, okay, I'll tell you what.
Teleportation?
I can ask my god to see if my god can help.
So what I'm hearing is a no.
You're hearing a maybe of
Okay.
like a, let's see. Describe this as how. If
You look like a
we have a
rope,
10% chance of having my god intervene and help. Okay. I'm gonna try divine intervention.
What are you?
Do
What
it.
are you? What are you asking your god for specifically? And if it's a bowl for soup, I'll be delighted.
I am going to ask my god to get Humphrey and I.
Humphrey and you.
Not Humphrey.
Debash and you, it's fine.
Debash and me. I want to ask to get the whole group inside without being noticed. Got the same chance. It's all a 10% chance, but all right. I'm gonna ask my god to get the group together by the door without being noticed.
Okay.
So, all right. So /RD100. Here we go. Nope. It's a 24. It was worth a shot. Let's see.
Y'all should have like Dungeoneer packs or Explorer packs, right? With rope and other useful shit.
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like we're climbing.
Just sneak climb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
You sneaky?
like I said before, Dubash can get himself with a flying speed or / a big leap, it's called, to
Flying
the
speed?
area.
Ah.
It's an ability called Psi-powered leap, and it gives me a
Oh.
flying speed equal to twice my movement as a bonus action, basically,
Okay.
until the end of my turn. Which I would sort of figure would be enough height to get to the place where we were attempting to go. The major problem is that I don't think that's not taking into consideration, like, carrying anyone or anything of
Right.
that nature. Probably not work.
So I can climb. If I can get to a place that's not very visible, I can try to climb it. And if it's accessible by somebody else in the group, they could try to help. Don't know how possible that is looking at You know.
I can help by setting off the explosion, and you can climb the other side.
There it is.
Yeah,
I
so
will climb when the
I
explosion
think-
comes.
Yeah. I think we're going to be attempting to sneak / climb / jump after explosioning.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll get to that when we explosioning.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna
The
check
explosion.
if we're good. I'm gonna check a firebolt at the fuse.
Okay.
Um,
Highs or lows, Lena?
I am trying to, if it matters at all for what we're doing, trying to do it like basically like kind of in a sneaky way. Debbie, I just saw you roll already.
That was a really high roll on a D100.
I saw it, Debbie. You have to roll again.
How do I whisper all of my rolls?
I don't know, but I saw it, so I'm being
Okay.
fair
Well,
here.
highs or lows, Lena?
Highs.
Highs?
Mhm. Oh fuck.
Oh!
Oh my god, she rolled a 1.
Wow.
So just as you're holding this firebolt and you're ready to chuck it, a whole bunch of kids run out of one of the nearby tents into the area where the explosion would go off.
Come on.
So the thing is, Debbie,
That you wouldn't care.
I'm chaotic neutral
Do it.
and pretty focused on my goal. What's on our consent forms?
Harm to children is a
It's at
red.
least a yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at least
Yeah.
a yellow.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
wait,
the mom of 2 young children that's playing here right now is not so great with harm to children.
Valid.
or wait.
So Debbie,
just like,
help me navigate this. Help me navigate this in a way that would be true to my character and also doesn't result in harm to children. How can we navigate this?
That's a good
wait
point, yeah.
20 seconds
Yeah,
for
exactly.
them to run
Just wait,
away.
because you know what
Okay,
kids are like.
that's a
They'll
good
fucking run off
suggestion.
over there in a second.
I'm gonna wait until the kid's clear and go back to making out with Humphrey until then.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. Absolutely. That's exactly it.
You've just
Flawless.
held your spell.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Highs or lows again.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it
No,
again.
I think that's fine. Do it again. All right. Highs or lows, Lena?
Oh my god. Highs.
Woo!
Yay!
Fiddling. All right. So
I mean-
you at this point you fire off your firebolt, and it hits the fuse, and it starts to along like in Mission Impossible, you know, where it's like
Dun, 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 dun.
exactly, and then all of a sudden it looks like it goes out, and you're like, oh shit, and then it comes back, and it continues along, and the explosion goes off exactly as you planned. No one nearby is hurt, but it's really like boom, 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 boom. And like you see like a couple of the stairs kind of get a bit cracked and splintery. A whole bunch of shit's on fire.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's really good as a distraction goes. So,
Good.
I think, therefore, I am.
Rah.
Dubash, you're going to do your big leap. Do you need to roll anything for big leap?
Before... no, we just, I expend resources, basically, to use the leap.
Lovely.
Prior to the leap, as there's this sort of weird silence of this explosion should be going off,
Yes.
Duash is going to use one of his rogue psychic energy dice to
Oh.
use psychic whispers. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, one or more creatures that you can see up to your people. Point being is that the only people near him are Goosey and Mr. Dilly Dally.
He's upstairs.
I'm
For
upstairs, man.
He let
Uh-oh.
himself off the rucksack.
Yes.
Yeah, I abandoned you two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was worried that you abandoned us. I wasn't sure if you were within seeing distance.
If I am, then the other two are. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could be on the wall that you see, I guess.
Yeah, I think for sure they're overlooking the castle, and you're like not at the foot of the castle, but you're near the bottom of the castle, kind of looking up. So I don't think it's outside the realms of possibility that you see Humphrey or Vermilion Green or the puppet that she's
Sure,
holding.
you want to leave it up to chance? Maybe another D100 roll. How many people I can see at the current?
Eyes or lows, Joel?
Oh my god.
Dubash is feeling so low right now. We'll go with low.
Oh.
Oh, he chose.
You can
poorly.
only see the guard that like chased you off the wall.
Damn. Well, whatever. I can definitely see Goosey, who's right next to me, and I will use Psychic Whispers for a number of hours equal to. Let me roll this. For 6
Nice.
hours, us two can communicate. Psychic
8.
Mr.
Alright.
Okay.
beside you. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I can
And his
hear
mouth's
you.
definitely not moving.
Okay.
I really should have done this earlier. He seems
Well-
peeved that he did not remember this prior.
Ugh, old men.
circumstances.
Grandpa,
Wow.
we'll get your memory checked later.
What's a memory check?
Never mind. Never mind. Oh,
Yes. Anyway, so I was just gonna do that before any form of leaping. As soon as
Okay.
the explosion is rocking the area. Yes, Dubosh would like to use a psi-powered leap, and within a round move 60 feet, sort of upward toward their target.
Okay, absolutely. You can jump onto onto the top of the wall.
Nice.
Would you like a stealth check, or is that I don't know how
I
distracting that explosion is?
I think at this point
I would have asked you to be stealthy.
everybody is looking at the explosion, so you just jump up, and as you land, like no one is looking anywhere near you.
Ah.
You're fine.
Good.
So Goosey, do you want to make your climb athletic?
I do athletics. Oh God.
Yeah, I'd say that
Um,
Dubosh was hanging on to one end of rope, made it
Nice.
upward. You don't know if he's going to be able to like pull you up just on his own strength.
Right.
You're climbing slash. It's the opposite of repelling. If you're repelling upward,
Yeah.
at is what he's eating.
Unpelling? Repelling? I think
climbing?
it's just pelling. It's just pelling.
Pelling.
Repelling.
There we
pelling.
go.
Yeah.
Pulling up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smash this. You're like
Alright. Do 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 do.
almost running up. The rope's like a really handy dandy guide for you. It just kind of keeps you steady, keeps you balanced. But you're straight up the wall and you kind of land superhero style next to Dubai.
Oh.
And so the whole gang's reunited together on top of the wall.
Yes.
The distraction has gone off. So if you're gonna move to get down this walkway, you need
We
to go.
do it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
So the castle in the
Where's Puppet?
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, go on. I was
No,
gonna,
you're
I was gonna
good.
say Mr. Dilly Dally is nearby. I don't know when or what happens. But
I think
I was being
Vermilion
carried.
picked up. Yeah.
Yeah, but or I climbed onto into like your backpack and sort of fastened myself again. I imagined
okay.
Sure.
I thought you unfastened yourself.
from
From
the
me.
two of you, yes, but not from the other two that walked by me.
Right, got it. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfastened, refastened.
Refast.
So the castle and the city walls are made of the same featureless grey stone. The roof is red slate, unblemished, and shows no sign of its age. The walkway that you are aiming for is accessible from the city walls. It's overlooked by these two guard towers, but your explosion's gone off. You think everyone's going to be distracted for a moment. The walkway is a steady slope down from the city walls. It's not like a steep slope, but it is steady. It's slick and smooth, so it's not steps, it's like a slope. It's about 20 foot long, so you can get there in a round. At the end of the walkway, and it's overhung slightly by the roof, and because it's down this slope, it's not very visible from the walls. So even if you've like done laps of this before, unless you kind of turned off the walls and gone down this walkway, you wouldn't really have seen it before, is an ornate golden door covered in filigree and inlaid with tiny gems. The door, you believe, will grant you entrance not to the second floor, which is the level that you're at, but actually will take you in on the first floor, what you fools would call the second floor, because of the slope down.
Right.
So do we have
Okay.
any
Is that
understanding
good?
of
Yeah.
where we want to go within here? I know we didn't ask, so I'm just wondering. So now,
You
so
have
Debbie,
no-
what you're saying is that we should have asked questions when given this task.
When I asked you 3 times, does anyone have any questions?
Listen,
Yeah.
But you also, I mean, Sonia did say that no one that she knew or her had ever been inside this stronghold.
Right.
So you do feel like even if you had asked questions, she wouldn't have been able to give you much guidance.
Yeah. So, all right, does the door look like locked, trapped? Anything
Does the
obvious?
door look locked, trapped? Okay. So I'm going to assume that you've all kind of run down the walkway and you're like maybe very close to the castle walls so that the guards in the guard towers, even if they're looking out, they can't see you.
Right.
Yes?
That's what I was picturing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still operating. This is the last kind of thing that you'll be doing under the terms and conditions of your distraction. So you don't need to roll stealth for this, but everything from now on, if you want to be stealthy, you're going to be stealthing. So, none of you have touched the door yet.
No.
I assume
No.
you're just looking at it.
I'll
That's
hop
okay. I was
down.
gonna see if it's locked, but then I said, "Wait a minute."
We
I'm
were
not
warned
touching
that
it
there'd
yet.
be traps
Yeah.
and puzzles and
Yes.
etc. So
Yeah.
we'd probably
Rob,
be.
can I check for traps?
I'll hop down and look at the door for traps.
You can roll a check for traps. Is that investigation?
It's investigation, perception, whatever thing would best.
This Mr.
Wow.
Dilly Dally is definitely maxed on the min max.
What is your
option.
plus on that? Jesus, that wasn't even a natural 20 and you got a 29.
I'm very good at what I do.
Apparently. Wow.
Would now be words.
Salad?
I have divine sense as a paladin, but I feel like I might be overwhelmed with the presence of strong evil because so I can locate any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet if I use it. Is that something that we think would be useful now, or
Celestial fiends.
fiend or undead?
Hang on.
Is there any stipulation about behind
and it's-
cover or anything there?
Yeah.
It says within that is not behind total cover. Okay, so I wouldn't want to I would want to wait until we get in the building because the building counts as total cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good
Okay.
thinking. Look at Andy being a good friend to you.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. So we've got two.
Oh, by the way, just for anything to know that anytime anybody was within 5 feet of me, they can move 10 feet faster.
Woo.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
It's just always. It's one of
Paladin
my auras.
aura.
Well, that's very cool.
So the aura of alacrity. So yeah, my walking speed is 40, and when anybody is around me, they can move 10 feet faster.
Oh, lovely.
So our group moves
Oh,
really
yes.
fast.
Yeah.
If we're very
Nice.
close.
Yes, get very close.
All right. Okay, so Dubash, you've got no clue what this door is. It's a lovely golden door. There seem to be some like
It's
carvings on it
made of gold.
that's pretty cool and some gemstones inlaid in it. You're like, this is great. This is a pretty door. And you're kind of really entranced by the door. But Mr. Dally,
Yes.
Dilly to your friends, which you don't have any, so that's fine. Mr. Dally.
Mr. Dally.
You realize that the door is protected by a glyph of warding.
Oh.
And you would know that the engravings, the markings on the door, the gems, etc., mean that this door is protected with kind of explosive runes. So if you trigger this door, a magical energy is going to erupt out of it in a 20-foot sphere centered on the glyph. And you're going to have a bad time. And it's also going to give the game away that you're trying to come through this door.
With a 29, do I understand any way to diffuse this glyph? Or if it is active even after it's triggered?
I would allow you to make an Arcana check
Oh.
at advantage
Then
to
I'll
see if you could disarm it.
I'll let my friend Vermilion take a look, and I'll explain the glyph, the fire,
Yeah.
the booms. Seems more like your thing.
I love explosions. Do I still have advantage, Debbie?
Yes,
Okay.
because Mr. Daly would have explained to you everything that's going on.
And I'll step back
So-
22 feet.
I got a 16.
Okay. So you feel like there's a couple of ways that you could deal with this. You think if you very carefully popped out some of the gems
Oh.
that were powering the door, or like scratched out, like real carefully, some of the runes, you could do it. But you also think if anyone had like any acid or anything that they could like throw on the door to dissolve the runes, that could also work.
Okay. I'll communicate that with the group. I don't have any acid. So I don't know if anybody else does. If not, one of us.
Would it
I
do
do not.
stuff and try to scratch stuff out.
reasonable to expect that as an active part of the resistance, things like that might be something that we would carry?
Andy, all of the cameras on stream are black. Oh no, they're back. Okay, that's weird. Highs or lows, Heather?
Lows. Hey!
You can have
Okay.
a vial of acid.
Nice. I will sploosh a bit of acid on. Very carefully.
Okay. What's the
On a
fucking
glyph.
roll for splooshing acid on a glyph?
Yeah. Or
Like,
like,
is this like an
Sploosh
attack
roll.
roll?
um,
Dexterity, sleight of hand? Like,
How
you
about
tell me, Heather, how you want to do this.
could I persuade the door?
No, I don't think you can.
Yes,
What
you said?
Lena shit is
No.
this?
No.
No,
Okay.
this is some bullshit, Andy.
How about a wisdom roll to know where to drip the acid?
Take it. I'll take it.
Okay. There we go.
23.
All right.
Absolutely. You're so careful, and you're squeezed right up against the door so that you're not like giving the game away to the watchers, and you're just like, and you kind of run the acid across the top so it dribbles down and dissolves the whole thing.
Lovely.
So
Whew.
you're pretty sure that the explosive alarm is disarmed.
Okay. I think we're good to go.
While the group is grouped up, I'm gonna. I sort of wasted a use prior, but I'm going to use once again the psychic whispers.
Well,
And everyone
Joel,
hears
how
in their- Oh,
how
yes,
about this?
yes.
You can have not used it before, so this can be your first time using it, because
I'd
I
say
think
it
like
doesn't super matter because I've got a bunches of uses of it, but
Okay.
either way is okay.
yeah,
But
I just
the
think like,
roll does match.
or you can have done it back at the.
For-
You could have done it back at the tavern if you wanted as well, for 4 hours. Okay.
For 4?
Yeah. But
Well, I
for
rolled
all
a
of you,
d6
for
and I got a 2. Oh,
So
4.
that-
Oh, yes.
all of you for 4 hours. Because it's
I
2
mean, it's
hours
all of
plus
us
2,
for-
isn't it?
Where do you see the plus? Oh,
No. Okay, never
I
mind.
see a plus 2. It's just 2 hours.
That's all we need.
Yes. That's all we
Yeah,
need,
hopefully.
right?
If we're in here more than 2 hours, I turn
Hopefully
into a
not.
pumpkin.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Other than
Okay.
that, Dubash has readied a stick in his hand and has backed up to not be within blasting.
No. So,
you don't
if
wanna
you've
be.
backed- the
Yes.
blast radius was 20 foot, so if you've backed up 20 foot, you're like halfway back up the walkway.
And you
Which
start
means that-
backing up, and I'm going to grab you and tell you not to get into visible range of the guards.
Yep.
It is okay. It is disarmed.
Yeah, Dubash is going to stand still, unsure, but he's going to stay with the group.
Okay.
All right.
And then
slide
I'll
the
open the
open.
door if we're hesitating.
It's locked.
I'll unlock the door if we're hesitating. Do I see a mechanism of some sort?
There's a keyhole.
Excellent.
Keyhole.
I will use
Since
my
we have
thieves'
at
tools
least-
to try to open it.
Am I able to aid the puppet man?
Are
in,
you Are you
opening the
proficient
lock?
in thieves' tools?
I
Joel?
am. Yes.
Yeah, they're both rogues, I think.
We are both rogues. I
Mindy,
have
are you proficient in
some rogue.
thieves? Mr. Daly, are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Not only proficient, also expertise. So add another 4 to that. So 17.
Plus, if Dubash is helping you, then it would be with advantage.
Oh.
So 17 plus 4 is 21.
Yeah.
Then 21.
So yeah, you unlock this door. Not only do you unlock it smoothly without getting any acid on you or taking any damage from the acid,
That's
Boo.
very important.
you also do it quickly and quietly.
Inside,
Alright.
friends.
Nicely done.
I am good at what I do.
All right, everybody, you step inside. Stealth checks, please.
I should have taken that stealth boost.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not bad. That's 16.
Is this a group stealth roll? Like, are we doing this all together?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been rolling amazing stealth checks, even with my disadvantage.
Even with your, and to be
Mhm.
fair, Heather has too. So, Dubash rolled a 20. Vermilion Green got a 7. Goosey got a 16. Mr. Daly got a 20. And Humphrey, the best that ever was, got an 18. So, pretty darn stealthy, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Well done. Okay. So. This room is clearly a library and a study. So you can see, like, just at first glance, without having to, like, investigate anything or perceive anything, there's a desk to your right, covered in papers and trinkets. And there's bookshelves packed with books. And there's items all over the place. There's also, in one corner, a chest that's open. And it's got, like, falling out of it is awful implements of torture. Like, there's a jagged saw that is not clean. There's, like, some big syringes. There's... Picture an implement of terrible torture. It's in that chest.
Okay.
It looks like it has, like... You know, like in Toy Story, when the guy comes to fix Woody and he folds out his thing, his toolbox, and it's got like little compartments for everything. And
Yeah.
it's one of those. So it's absolutely designed for this. It's lined in purple velvet. It's got compartments for each horrible thing.
Do
and
any of
each-
those syringes have stuff in them?
Yes, absolutely.
I will put them in my bag
Okay. Great.
carefully so I don't get
Do you
pricked by
have?
them.
I was gonna say, do you have needle stick insurance?
Yeah. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw so you don't stab yourself with... There's 3 that have liquid in them, so you need to make just one to check that you don't stab yourself with any of these needles.
Fuck.
You chose this, Heather.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
I mean, Okay, where'd we go? I just rolled dex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can it be with advantage because I'm a chemist?
Because I, Heather, am a chemist.
Right, because I am a chemist. I swear to God, when I was picturing picking up the syringes, I was picturing me doing. But that's fine. It's a 12.
Okay. So you pick up 2 of the... So they're like old-timey syringes. You know, the ones like you put 2 fingers in and there's the plunger there?
Yep.
So you manage to scoop 2 of them up like that, and in reaching for like the third one like pricks you in the tip of your finger.
I thought you
Okay.
said tit. I was like, wow.
Pricks you in the tip. Yeah, pricks you in the tip.
Yeah, I'm picking it up with my boobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, who doesn't?
That's why.
But the plunger isn't depressed,
Okay.
so you're going to take 1 piercing damage,
Okay.
but none of the stuff gets injected into you.
Okay.
Ooh. Lucky.
which is
Maybe my fingers go a little numb or something.
yeah, okay, yeah. You have slightly limited sensation in the tips of your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do I.
Oh, that's yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. I love this for Debbie. So, what do you want to do?
I mean, I think we're looking for anything related to the experiments she's been doing on people, right? So,
And anything about the army that like whatever
Right.
this army is she's
Yeah.
putting together.
not experiments is what I meant. Yeah.
So,
So looking for any documents, diagrams, notes,
Looking at the desk, you are?
poisons, medications that look like they would be used for that, or could be.
so you could investigate the bookshelves, the desk, the torture kit.
Humphrey is just going to pretend that he's looking around while all of this is happening. Like he's going to look like he's looking around for important things, but he is absolutely not.
Performance check, Humphrey.
I didn't mean to interrupt Lena's thing. I just wanted to, let you know.
You're good. I appreciate
I'll
you.
look at the
That's
desk.
Rachel, you're charisma based.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only 10.
Folks, you see Humphrey stand there and be like, but it is exactly that level of as they're looking. So you're not sure what this dickhead's up to.
My goodness.
Okay, so
I'll look at
Andy-
the desk, yes.
Mr. Daly's going to investigate the desk. Lena,
I will look at some of the bookcases then, like all the bookcases.
Goosey or Dubash, do either of you want to investigate bookcases?
I'll take a look at. Well, you said there are lots of things around. I want to look at the items. Like, does anything have a magical look about it?
Oh, okay. I love it. Yes. Dubash?
I'd say while the others have immediately started investigating, Dubois would like to. Well, first off, are there other entrances to other rooms, other passageways or doors?
Okay.
From
Marvelous
this
question. Great question.
Because
Okay.
Dubois would just like to perceive. He would like to move to one of them and make sure that we're not being heard or that footsteps are going down the hallway, etc.
Got you. Love it.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
You
So I'm
being
gonna.
all responsible.
So, Andy,
He's
you've
the
rolled
old
your
one, he has to be
investigation of the desk.
Yes.
Lena, please can you roll for investigating the bookcase? Heather, can you roll for investigating items? And Joel, can you give me perception to hear if there's footsteps or anyone listening at the door? And I will resolve them in reverse order to which I listed them.
Wait,
So Joel
and
will
it
go
is
first.
investigation.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So Joel, with a 15 perception, you do not hear anybody else around in this castle. You know that either side of where you are is the watchtowers, and you think that there are maybe guards in those watchtowers, but there's no door between where you are and the watchtowers. There is one door, the opposite side of the room to where you came in through the golden door. And so you go up to it very carefully and you put your ear to it and you hear nothing through that door. Okay? Right. Excellent. Heather rolled a 17 investigation for stuff. Items. You find 2 items of interest to you. And you know that you can only carry one of these with you if you want to take it with you when you go.
Okay.
So, you find a dehydrated minotaur head.
Okay.
A preserved minotaur head, old but still retaining most of its detail. The skin is old and decrepit, yet both the horns have been dipped in molten gold.
Oh.
Or a necromancer's saddle. This is a black leather saddle with streaks of red through the leather itself. A small amount of black smoke emanates from the saddle when it is still.
Oh. Okay. And I have to take one now, right?
No, you don't have to choose right now, but if you want to take one with you, you can only take one.
Right. I definitely want to take one. I have to think about which one.
You for sure can think about it. And if you want me to remind you of what you've got, I can do that. Easy peasy.
I
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
All right. Lena rolled a 16 investigation on the bookshelves.
Bookcases, yeah.
Okay. So on the bookshelves, you find a bunch of books
Wow, weird.
on. Yeah, you. On all kinds of topics. So you feel like Volenta is a very well-educated, very widely read person, or at least they have the books that, like I have a ton of books in my house, but I don't read any of them. So, like, read
And
into that
nothing
what you
related
will.
to the topics we're interested in.
Yeah, so a ton on experimentation, a ton on like different kind of monsters. Like there seems to be like a Manuel de Monster. It's in French. You see lots of books on like spells for mind control, for domination, for these kinds of things. Lots of things on like magic items, on different ways that like magical powers can be combined. Like loads of different kinds of books on lots of different topics around all of those different areas. A bunch of gold stuff, some other trinkets, like little, gwiddly widdly things like stuff that you have on bookshelves, right? Like it's not just books, it's also other stuff. Including some ceramic jars. You don't know what's in those. But there's books on the bookshelves and there's also like little trinkety bits. And these ceramic jars draw your eye.
Do any of the books or trinkets or the ceramic jars look more like regularly used or read or fucked with? Like
No.
less dust on them?
There's
or
no dust on anything, it's spotless.
Wild. Who has time for that when they're trying to build a demon army?
Right.
The roof
They
is
have-
also
They have
spotless.
slaves, I'm sure. So
It could be magic.
Weird.
Okay.
Do any of
there.
the books?
Do any of the books?
I was gonna ask if any of the books looked more recently read, like more worn. The spine's more broken in.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Andy rolled a 25.
Correct.
So, on the desk, it is clearly Volenta's desk, and it is covered in notes. There is so much information here for you to absorb. And so you're flicking through these pages of papers, and some of them are bound together, and some of them are loose, and it's blueprints, it's maps, it's all kinds of different things. And at first glance, you are reassured of the information, or you are reaffirmed the information that Sonia gave to you. So she, Volenta, has been conducting medical experimentation, trying to combine parts of monsters to make them more powerful. And the experimentation that she's been doing has been focused on blood, so exsanguination, taking the blood out of and resanguinating different monsters as she's stitching their bits together. And as you're reading like this work, yes, gross, isn't it, Rachel?
I have so many questions about how do the veins knit together so she can resanguinate them.
Yeah.
Says Clem, who does all of that.
How do they make sure the blood
I
types
don't
are
know what you're
compatible?
talking about, right?
Joel.
Thank you.
And in all of this, there's kind of her motivation is really spelt out clearly in that they are desperate to get back in Strahd's good books. Like if they can just do this thing and make this powerful creature or creatures, they really think that this is the way forwards. But as you're reading through, you realize that they've had limited success with some of their experiments. Like it's impossible to combine a zombie with a werewolf. The two strains are incompatible. And Volenta has not been able to create a monster yet that is unkillable with all of the strengths and none of the weaknesses. So work must continue for the Dark Lord to be satisfied with them again. They're not there yet. But what they have managed to achieve is they've built a small army of creatures from the tortured remains of adventurers taken from the Reformation Center. And they're currently housed in her basement. They have unexpected powers. born from her laughter as she torturing them and experimenting on them. And these creatures have an infectious laugh and some limited shape-changing ability to revert to their former adventurer look, which means they're going to be really useful for infiltrating places where adventurers are. Because they can look like adventurers. They don't look like monsters. She did this by applying the knowledge that she learned from torturing and breaking Bucephalus, Strahd's mount, which was captured as an alicorn and corrupted into the beast we know today. And the last bit of paper you get to is she has the ability to control these creatures using a control stone that she has designed. So she can summon them, she can unsummon them, she can direct them in a particular direction, and she plans to unleash them on Doom to capture more adventurers to fuel future experiments, to make her army even more powerful, so that she can then present it to Strahd as a fait accompli, like, here you go, no problems, job done.
My God. Everything is right here.
And on that bombshell, I think we should take a break.
Oh my.
Mugen, no.
And that bombshell, the army bursts in and you're all dead. No.
Yay!
Okay. If when we come back from break you need me to repeat any of that, just let me know. No problem. All right.
Sounds
so
good.
we're going to take a break here, friends. We're going to grab a drink, grab a snack. We're going to what, Andy? Manage our fluids.
Yep. Fluid
See you,
management.
friends.
Ciao.
1.
I like that Andy's countdown is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a long pause
A long pause.
before it actually is go.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the slight chaotic slide back into our stream. Welcome back. Here we are in Barovia, in the town of Doom, where we are successfully infiltrating
Easy
Valenta's
peasy.
castle. We're in. And we've got a ton of information because Andy rolled real high on the investigation check.
Oh, I
on the
do what I
notes on the
do,
table.
and I do what I do.
Yeah, with this
Christ
ridiculous
almighty.
character. So we know a bunch of stuff about what's going on. We're in.
And that's
it
all
looks
we
like-
needed, right? Like, so we're just done? We take this and leave?
So I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm. No. If you remember the conversation that you had with Sonia, which was mildly chaotic,
Who? I'm kidding.
she
Who is
said,
that?
get in and get out and get the information. But if you can destroy the army or destroy Volenta's means of control over these creatures, so be it. Because you're going to have to do that eventually. You might as well do it while you're there. But
We will
like,
do it. Well,
it's not a
havoc.
kind of. It's not a go in the front door and murder everybody and da 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 da. Like, this is important. What you've got here is important. But what you're in, and it's hard to get in. No one's ever been in before, so. Yeah, maybe while you're here.
Yeah, pats on the back and
And you
let's
know
take a
that
look.
because Mr. Daly's done great reading through these terrible notes, you know that the small army of creatures is held in her basement. So in this building. So if you're going to kill them, you have to come back in this building.
Shall we try to kill them now?
I'm going to take a few of the more notable pieces of paper that sort of prove exactly what she's doing and her intentions. I'm going to give that to Debash. He might be the most survivable of us. Debash, please get
You
these.
say that.
If the worst happens, get these to where they need to go.
Humphrey looks offended.
And then I turn to Vermilion. Would you mind lighting up the rest?
Yeah, the whole room?
I wouldn't mind
we-
the whole room being on fire.
Do we want to do that before we go and find
Yes.
and kill the army? Because that will just let them know that we're infiltrating their
It's
castle.
a great
think they might be able to
distraction.
Yeah.
But we're
Especially if we're
here.
going down. Well, we're going to go down. Down,
Oh.
down,
We go
need to get
down.
downstairs, they
out
go
at
upstairs
some
to steal the
point.
fire.
How do we get downstairs without crossing paths?
We kill
Just
him if
go
we
up
cross
multiple
paths.
staircases.
That sounds fantastic to me, actually.
Okay.
I don't know why I was even arguing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, Humphrey.
Yes.
Humphrey just smiles blankly.
So just to resituate us all,
Yes.
right? We came in through this golden door. There's a door over there that Dubash is stood near, listening for footsteps coming from wherever the footsteps may come from. So far, Dubash has heard nothing. Great. There's bookcases around us. There's the desk with the papers all on, and Mr. Daly has gathered some of the papers and given them to Dubash, and is now proposing that the rest of the room gets set on fire.
Yes.
Yes.
And I will propose that that's a terrible idea. We need to do it on the way out. It's a great idea. Just the timing, I get it, but let's try sneaking first.
We did
We-
explode their front door. I think they're on to something.
Well, I mean, they might not know we're inside, though. They just think we're terrorizing them.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good distraction, Mr. Daly. I think that's a good point. The fire was a good distraction, and so we should employ that strategy again.
Yes.
Do what works.
All right?
Shall we vote?
But do we intend to use Golden Door as our exit? Currently, that is our best exit, not the front door.
You're
I worry
right.
if we set fire here now, we trap ourselves.
My thought was golden door exit, set fire behind us as we leave, and no one can follow.
If this army continues to be built, we will be trapped in a totally different kind of way. If we can light up most of the research that seems to be here, I say we take our chance now. I don't know how conscious I will be later.
As I believe we did before, in a democratic fashion, all in favor of burning immediately.
Abstain.
Hey, you're supposed to be
Humphrey is torn.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea, having an escape is smart. But also bringing them to us so we can fight them all seems fun.
Well, we shall have plenty of fighting. I assume.
Regardless.
I don't know
we'll
why
have
you're
plenty
trying
of
to
fighting.
convince anybody of anything when you're abstaining from the vote, sir.
That's why I need to convince others.
Or you could
What
participate in a democracy.
position?
Light it up.
Okay.
Okay, so he's not
that's Mr.
abstaining. He
Dowley's
is
vote.
voting. Okay.
So that's your vote?
Not a vote.
Not a
That
vote.
sounded like a
Okay.
vote.
Well, it seems like there are at least 2 against, and at least 1 for, 1 abstention, and
Then we must
Sir
compromise.
Humphrey?
I think our compromise is we start the fire and then leave.
Sure, I can do a small one.
All right, start on the desk.
Make it a
Perfect.
trash can fire.
A trash
Yeah,
can
when
fire on
the arson inspectors come, they won't think that it's they'll think that it was a natural thing that happened.
Yeah.
We'll be able to
Other than
say,
an electrical
we
outlet."
didn't start the fire. It has always been burning.
Da, 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 da.
So we're all in agreement. I'm starting a fire on the desk.
Unfortunately, yes. Dubois
Yeah.
relinquishes the vote, whatever that's called.
Okay.
Do it.
How do you want to start this
What's
fire?
the worst that could happen?
Lena
Lucy
feels
is
torn
just
from her
rolling
character.
her
and I love
eyes.
it.
Fuck. Yeah, probably, just pile up a bunch of all the dry things in here on the desk and hit it with a firebolt.
Small fire.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
would you like to roll me a firebolt? Is it like an attack roll?
It is an attack roll. I got a 20.
Yeah.
It matters, the damage is 23.
So immediately, all of the papers on the desk, some of the trinkets, some of the items go up in flames, and they
I
catch many of the books.
I grabbed the Minotaur head. I'm taking it.
Okay.
Did you tell us at all about the saddle, or just grab the head?
Oh, I sure would have told you about both of them.
The room is on fire.
I grabbed the saddle.
Well, it was a gentle light fire.
23
we also
damage,
didn't,
Rachel.
check what was outside that door, if the door was unlocked.
Nope.
No, you didn't. No, you fucking
Listen.
didn't.
I told you ahead of time my intelligence is an 8, so
Yeah.
don't expect me to be telling us to do shit.
Dubois will attempt to stealthily open the door, even though there's a fire now.
The door is locked.
Ah,
Damn it, he's gonna lockpick it. I think he might have been trying this the whole time.
There is no keyhole to pick a lock.
Oh,
Uh,
yay!
Squash the fire! Squash the fire!
I could blow the door off its hinges.
Could I have more clarification as to what this door is then? If it is locked but no keyhole.
it is I can't find the description. Hang on. I definitely have a description.
Oh my god.
This sounds like there's no description. It's just a door.
Fuck you. I've just got to find the right bit of where I wrote it.
That.
The door is metal, and it has an ornate metal decoration in the middle of it. The decoration is the shape of a hand with arch. So it's like a hand that's like that, with arching text around it, which in multiple languages, so all of you can read it because it's in all languages, reads "Pay the price."
Harvey. Oh, not Harvey. That's not who it is. That's my
Humphrey?
child.
Harvey the baby.
Harvey, my 5-month-old baby, walks into the room.
He can
Uh,
walk.
Yeah, right. I did it way earlier than
Dexterity
Milo.
saving throw.
He can't even roll yet, so we're definitely not at walking. He's a potato. Humphrey walks over and says, "I've seen this sort of thing before," really confidently, and slices his palm, and puts it against the hand on the door. No thinking, no checking for traps, no anything. Just confidently.
Oh, God.
Yes.
So you slice your palm
Slice
open,
my palm and put it up against the
wang
hand.
it on the hand, and a needle comes out and stabs you in the hand. Like you didn't need to slice your hand open.
That
it did
seems
it for you.
unnecessary.
Yeah. You will take 1 point of bleeding damage, but the door does unlock and open.
Acrid smoke starts pouring into whatever's outside the door because the fire's still going.
I'm a
Well, it's
pretty
like
seasoned
campfire
adventurer,
smoke.
guys. So
It's good paper, wood smoke. It's not acrid. It's
good paper and
Good,
also
yeah.
glue.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
What do we see outside here?
Smoke.
All right.
Mostly,
The rest of it's already on fire.
Yeah, the room behind you is quite on fire.
The front
out
door
here,
was way
it's
worse
like
than we thought.
It's like an open space, and in the middle of the rectangular room that's in front of you, there's a spiral staircase going downwards. There is no staircase going up. You think like this is the top floor. Maybe the guard towers go higher, but it seems like this is the top floor of rooms here. It's nice high ceilings. It's beautiful. There's like red rugs and wall hangings all around, and like gruesome stuff hanging from the walls. Like Valenta's decoration taste is awful. It's gruesome. Hey, book. Directly in front of you are like 2 lounges, two like fucking what are they called? Couches. Facing each other with a table in the middle, a dark wood coffee table. On the table sits a glowing skull and a couple of leather-bound heavy books. And then you have got 2 doors, one to your left and one to your right. The door to the right looks exactly like the door that you've just come through with the hand. The door to the left looks similar, but different in that it doesn't have the handprint. It has something else on it.
Are there any people?
No.
So, like, we can just casually go into the hallway and shut this door behind us while smoke fills
No
the
one's out
office?
here. Yep.
Cool, let's do it.
Okay.
Indeed.
Have I ever seen anything like this skull before?
History or arcana or religion check?
Okay, let us see what I have. History, Arcana, both suck. Religion. Not in the chat. Hey, that would be a 20.
An 18.
Wait. Okay.
An 18 religion, yeah. So, you have not seen anything exactly like this because I'm assuming that your god is not like an evil, icky, nasty necromancy god. But you also know like a magical item, a spell focus, this kind of thing, very obviously from looking at it. And this skull is just, if Humphrey was to turn on his divine sense at the moment, there would be a big ick coming from this skull. It is obvious, like it's glowing, but it's like, it's black and it's glowing like green ichor neon awfulness. It's horrendous. But it's not like, it's not an identifiable magic item, it's just ick.
Okay.
I like your little fancy drinking finger, Rachel.
Yeah.
You're on
I
mute.
can do that
so-
too with my energy thing.
My whole life, I have been made fun of for drinking like that. I always drink with my pinky out, and I
great.
don't know why. It's just a thing
Good.
I've always done. Not only
We
do I
should-
drink with my pinky out, I also drink out of the side of my mouth like an absolute weirdo. So,
why not? Why
yeah.
not? Okay, so yeah, you see the skull, you know that it's an ick. That's all you know.
Okay.
You think that Valenta might use this to kind of enhance some of her magical abilities, and it might be good to take it with you.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So I would take like a spare cloak out of my pack, throw it over it, wrap it
Yep.
up, and stick it in.
Are you touching the skull at all,
No.
or you're only handling it through?
Clever.
Fine, you're only handling it through the cloak. Great. Okay, well, fine.
I'm afraid to touch magical items. I'm so sorry. Okay,
You
look at,
set it on fire.
look at that
I guess
face.
nobody gets possessed
Heather.
today.
Oh,
Heather, you are a level 10 character. You're not gonna just touch it.
You guys are the worst best players ever. I love you. Okay.
Did I have mentioned at the beginning of all of this? I'll mention it now. It's fine. That I do have blind sight within a range of 10 feet.
Ah,
So I can
Fine.
effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if I'm
Yes.
blinded or in darkness, including
Fine.
invisible creatures.
okay.
So,
Remind me of that, but that doesn't apply at the moment.
cool. Just I was looking through my things and I was like, oh yeah, that's
Oh,
important.
yeah, I got a thing. It's pitch black in here. I got dark vision. That's you, that is.
Sort
Okay.
of similar to before, while the group is sort of looking at the room and one of them is grabbing a skull, Rush will sort of take charge and sneak forward to the stairs, once again sort of listening for any movement below. He actually assumes he'll hear something below, but
Perception check.
we'll see. Yes.
A 16. Okay.
16.
So, weirdly, you don't hear much noise coming from downstairs, wherever that may be. You hear noise coming from each of the watchtowers, so you know there's guards in the watchtowers. And you hear, like, the clank of armor, but not like it's moving armor. That's really all you hear. Just like a clank, 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 that's it. But not like people moving around, no conversations, no, like, evil screaming, no vampires being like, oh, or anything.
Where's that clink coming from? The
Downstairs.
Stairs, okay.
It's interesting.
I don't suppose anyone is
Right.
familiar with this type of architecture. Is there... It's a large building. I bet there are servants and staff. Do you think they have another way down to the basement? Beyond the sort of ornate killing zone that is before us?
My guess would be a back staircase. One of the doors.
I'm not good at thinking of such things. Is it anyone else?
What's the symbol on the other door? You said the one had a hand on it that looked like the door to the room we just set on fire that we came out of,
Yes.
and that the other one had something different.
Yep. The
yeah.
door on your left-hand side. So the door on the right looks like the door you just come through, where you
Yeah.
get stabbed in the
needle
hand. The door on the left has blood or soul carved into it in large letters, inlaid with what looks like dried blood. That's it.
Oh. Anybody? Oh. And like no hand, no obvious place to put anything.
No, there's no keyhole. There's no like thing you can lock.
Blood or soul.
I had originally thought that the servants might use the non-hand door, but sounds like that's more complicated.
Humphrey just rubs his already bloody hand over where the crust of blood is.
Nothing
Problem
happens.
solver.
Humphrey's like,
Also, we should be careful how we interact with things, Humphrey.
I am being careful.
Or soul.
Rush says, I believe
still-
Humphrey should be able to smear all the blood that he wants.
Well, let's check the other door. Maybe we'll have a flash of insight while we check.
It's exactly the same as the door to the library.
Yeah.
As you turn around and you look, it's the same on this side as well. It's a hand with a that you think would do the same stabby needle business.
Yeah, I'd put my hand up and get the stabby stab.
So you're going to the door to the right.
Yes.
Okay, so take 1 point of stabbing damage.
Right.
Could we be careful what we interact with, everyone?
Well, we knew this was going to be a stabby stab.
We don't. Yes.
We set fire to the room.
What's
Yeah,
on the
Andy,
other?
you were just
Setting fire
advocating
to
for
the
us
room.
to start fires, and now you want us to be careful? Be consistent.
We can.
All right.
We can't.
Goosey, are you going
It's
inside?
not absolute chaos.
I'm peeking. I'm slowly opening and peeking first.
Do you want to do a perception check to peek?
Sure. That would be a 15.
All right. There's no movement coming from inside, but the room is very dark.
I believe I have dark vision.
Yeah, you're a
Being a
tiefling. You should.
tiefling. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, as the door swings open, there's no light, no window, no candle, no nothing. There's an ornate bed that looks untouched, like really nice covers, velvet, silks, all the fancy shit. And next to it, a ratty-looking coffin that is definitely used. There's a wooden dresser that sits opposite the bed. This probably, you assume, would be Valenta's bedroom.
Is the coffin closed?
No, it's open and nothing's in it.
Oh, okay.
It is nighttime.
I'm just gonna like whisper back to these guys. This is the bedroom.
Not an army in there.
You want me to set it on fire too?
Yes.
Set the casket on fire.
Gonna go set the
Can I
casket
do
on
my
fire.
divine sense? Wait, before all this happens,
Okay.
I was muted.
Okay.
So
Look at Terry's face. She's
Okay.
like, oh my god.
can I do my divine sense?
You
Please.
absolutely
Okay.
can. What are you looking for? Fae, fiends, undead?
Yes.
None of them
And
in this room.
celestials.
No.
Okay, and if I move into the room, does my blind sight... Do I
Nothing.
sense any creature or anything like that?
No, you see some like little potion bottles and some stuff
Big potions.
that you might describe as loot, but you don't see any people, creatures, anything like that.
I will say... There's treasure in here, but no person, so... We could take some
So
treasure
very
and set it on fire again if you'd like.
Sure.
I'll definitely take potions.
Just tell me when it's time for fire. I don't care about treasure.
Okay, can I get if someone is looting, can I get an investigation check, please?
Investigation.
And you don't have to loot. You can just
Oh, I'm always looting. Aw, crap. That's a 3.
yeah. You find a really nice scarf.
Okay.
I
I will put
Is
it
it
around my
fun?
neck and wear it proudly. No, I wrap it around the Minotaur head.
The Minotaur head looks chef's kiss.
Yeah. Stylish.
All right. Is that it?
I'm not rummaging around in a vampire's bedroom now.
Okay. Then I'm gonna light the coffin on fire on the way out.
Glad we found a scarf in there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put this
All
treasure table
proportions.
away.
Yeah, why don't
Well,
you?
I,
do
mean,
it
I
that
will
way?
say, Humphrey would absolutely look around. Like,
Okay,
there's
you can roll
yeah.
investigation.
I have a -1.
Hey, I'll get the table back out.
Ooh,
All right.
I am rolling really well, and this
You are.
is yeah.
All right. You find 2 potions. One is a thick green potion in a small clear bottle. And one is a vial that contains like a purple concoction that is simply labeled ooze.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to get back to the fucking table that I dramatically closed a second ago. Can
Ah.
someone... I can actually... Fuck this. I can roll it for myself because I'm an adult. Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun, dun,
are.
dun, 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 dun. You also find an elemental gem.
Oh my god.
Please be
What?
with
Please
water.
be wind or fire.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait.
No, we've got
Wind or
earth and
fire?
fire, so it needs to be wind or water.
Wait, what does an elemental gem do?
Yeah, good question. I've got to go look it up now, haven't I?
But
I
it does
feel like
have
that's
to be.
different from the gems that control the elementals.
Yeah,
but
I
it does
feel
have
like
an
it.
elemental, the type, not the
Elemental
creature.
gem.
I don't know.
This gem contains a mote of elemental energy. When you use an action to break the gem, an elemental is summoned. As if you had cast the conjure elemental spell.
Oh
and the gem's
my
magic
God.
is lost.
Please let me control 2 elementals in our next fight.
The type of gem determines the elemental summoned by the spell. Okay, Rachel, you get to
Okay.
choose green or blue.
Blue, blue, blue,
Green, green, green.
Uh,
blue, blue, blue.
I'm feeling green.
Green?
Yeah.
You've got a lovely emerald, and you think this holds a water elemental.
Ooh, see, I thought it would be the blue for the water elemental.
Ooh, keep you on your
Makes me happy.
toes. All right, so I'm going to go over here.
I
to the
figured I
thing
didn't
we
know, like, wind didn't go as blue or green, so I figured, I think the colors probably aren't associated, it's just random, so that's why I chose green.
All right. Good-o.
Oh, I'll be right back.
You're good. I'm going to give you this as well, Rachel. Right, lovely. Okay, so that's that room looted.
So now I'm setting the coffin on fire on the way out.
And then closing the door.
Yes.
Can you roll me a firebolt attack roll, please?
Fireball?
Firebolt.
Bolt.
Okay.
28. I
Real
assume
life
28
sugar.
then,
Yeah, that hits.
only 16 fire damage, so.
Okay, so the coffin catches and the drapes over the bed catch, but nothing else does.
Little
Yet.
spread. Fire spreads. That's good. I'll shut the door.
Okay, we gotta
Right.
figure out what's the other door. How do we get into this other door?
Or we don't fuck with something that says blood and soul.
Oh,
Blood or soul?
oh yeah,
Or
blood and
I'm
soul.
still open to blowing it up if y'all want me to.
We gotta
Load
go
up the
down,
engine.
friends. Not.
Yeah,
Sideways.
after Vermilion has set on fire, Devash is just like motioning with two fingers toward the stairway going downward.
All right. Oh, I feel like we should know how to get into this door. Can I do insight, history, arcana, anything to...
Investigation or arcana?
They're both the same, so I'll try arcana. Nope, that's a 6. I'm pretty sure if I prayed to it, it would open, but I don't
Yeah,
want to give it my
yeah.
soul, so...
Yeah, yeah. There's no lock to pick. There's no, like, obvious, like, place to put your hand or something comes stabbing outwards or anything like that. You're not sure.
Okay.
Down the stairs we go.
Yeah, Devash
All
will
the
lead the
way
way down the
down.
stairs. He's just sort of waiting to make sure nobody's going into another adjacent room, which they can do if they wish, but Devash is singularly focused.
Okay, marching order down the stairs.
I'm riding on the
Me.
backpack of Humphrey.
Riding on the backpack of Humphrey. Okay. Good. Humphrey's not here. Great.
Humphrey would go
Humphrey would probably
first, I'm
be-
sure.
Yeah.
Means that Andy controls Humphrey.
Hi, sorry, I'm here.
Who's the
You're
puppet
good.
master now?
My friend
Exactly.
is taking a giant plant from our house, and it's right next to the TV. And we were just, I was moving everything so that they didn't trip over the camera cord and other stuff like that.
Kill
So-
themselves. Very sensible. Very sensible.
yeah, we
very
got a giant bird of paradise from another friend
Oh,
for
wow.
our and it did not do well in our house. We just
Aw.
don't have enough light in that corner. And
Mm.
so our other friend, who is very good with those kinds of plants, is taking it
Nice.
to, you know,
Nice.
care for it.
Very
Okay,
good. Very
I'm
good.
here. What is happening?
I'm
What is-
riding
you-
on your backpack.
I think you're going downstairs. What's your marching order? I heard Dubash.
Oh, I would fight to be first. Not fight, but I would like try to like confidently move my way in the front.
Okay.
We don't have to. I'm just saying that's what
Yes.
I would be like.
And
Okay.
yes, and what you missed when you did the camera thing is that Mr. Dilly Dally is hanging on to your backpack,
Yes.
Humphrey's
Ooh.
sack.
Ah,
Did you have to say it that way though, Joe?
yeah, he did.
Is he
Yes, I
hanging
did
onto my
say it
sack?
that way.
Yes.
Did you have to?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
So
yeah.
it will be the kind of thing where you can absolutely be in front, but anytime there is a moment that like it gets slightly wider, Humphrey's just gonna see if he can walk a little faster to be in. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
one
So
of those
Humphrey's
people.
right
You
behind
know,
slash
you know the
alongside.
people that I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like
Okay.
waiting right behind you to like pass you when he can.
So we've got Dubash, And then, like, right on their shoulder is Humphrey, and right on Humphrey's shoulder, literally, is Mr. Dilly Dally. And then, what about Vermilion and?
I would be in the
Lucy?
middle. I'm scared of people. Very squishy. Want these people to protect me.
Sure. I'll be last then.
Did you say
Okay.
I got a fourth thing after the elemental gem and I missed it? Or
No, you've
Okay,
got the
cool.
2 potions which I put in
And the
the
gem.
message, and the
Yeah.
gem, which
Perfect.
you worked out what it was. And I should have given you control of a thing. You should have that in your character
oh,
list.
gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, if you decide to use it, you don't have
Yes,
to,
of
but if you
course.
do, you should have it.
Perfect.
Okay.
And we
that's
did set
good.
the bedroom on fire on the way out.
You did.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to be coming down these stairs noisily or cautiously?
Cautiously.
Quickly.
If Dubois is at the front, it's stealthily.
All right, so then stealth rolls, everybody.
Okie doke.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the pan.
For the
Right.
heck is stealth.
This is gonna go great. Why am I red?
Okay.
Who can say?
Why are you red? Oh, on your screen?
Yeah.
Like, because you're wearing heavy armor.
Jesus, I've
There's
rolled the
rolls we were
worst.
looking for.
All right. I finally rolled terribly. Here's my 8.
Ah,
I rolled a 3 on the die, so 16.
Jesus.
The
And
fuck
I
is
got a
your-
14 because I'm at disadvantage. Debbie?
Yes. Okay. Oh, well, okay.
Your face just looked like so questioning.
So these are not good rolls, just for the record. I mean, Joel's 20's good, but Lena's 8, not good. 14, okay. 16, good. 8, bad.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Oh.
And I have to use the new roll. So if it's bad, I still have to use it.
Okay. Oh, that's magical guidance.
That's what that's
Yeah, oh, I've got
the
guidance. You
extent
can...
of the thing I do.
Guidance.
Oh, so you're at a 16.
16. Got me to
Alright, so-
16.
Actually, can I, after guidance? God, I always forget guidance. I'm a terrible cleric. I can after guidance people.
So I think with that, the only person who really fucked up is Humphrey. And the noise of like clanging armor was something that like Dubash heard down here already, so you're not too worried about that. Okay, can you see the map that I've put you on?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't need to look at it yet. So,
Is there a well inside, Debbie?
Interesting.
So,
Well,
this spiral staircase comes down into the ground floor. So the ground level, entry level floor that you psychopaths would call the first floor. And it
We also
ends.
say the ground floor. We just call the
It
next one
doesn't-
up the second floor regardless.
Yeah.
It doesn't continue down into the basement.
There's
As you come down these stairs, so you're looking like it's a spiral staircase that comes down, but you're like looking ahead. There is here a suit of armor facing towards the main front door, which is here. And you can just about see, like, you know, the guard towers are on each corner, and you can see this flight. There's a flight of stairs going up and to the left into one of the guard towers.
Can we
Do you
hear
want-
or smell any smoke from outside, like the fire outside is still going?
No,
well, the basement's either down the well or behind that door upstairs.
Why is there a well inside?
you can't see the well from where you are.
Oh,
It's just
Never
a
mind.
table. Sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you.
The only bits of the room that you can see are like up here, because imagine you come down a staircase, it's like
Yeah.
closed off. So you can
Yeah,
just
okay.
see like the bit in front of you where it opens out, say. What do you want to
Alright.
do?
I'm last, so it depends on who's going
Yeah.
first. If we're going back, if we're
Humphrey and
going
Joel.
down.
yeah, I mean, Humphrey said that. Hey, I was gonna say, Humphrey said that he wanted to push in front. There is now an opportunity to push in front into the main hall. You
I
are
think you're
muted.
muted.
We cannot.
Always.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll Humphrey. So Humphrey's not gonna like run in front. Okay, you know, he'll want to like be. He will move in front. He's not going to run into the main hall, is what I mean. Like, he's not going to, like, he's not, he's stupid, but he's not stupid.
Yep.
So, like, he would try and, like, push around and see in to see, are there people in here?
Okay. Dubash and Humphrey, you can give perception checks.
Just please.
And I suppose, Mr. Daly, since you're on the back of Humphrey, you could also give a perception check if you wanted. You're muted.
I'm not looking around.
Okay. You're looking backwards up the stairs.
Creepy.
Indeed.
Head's gone limp.
12.
So neither of you see
18.
any people or anything. Dubash, you see in front of the main entrance doorway, the tile. It's like a tile that looks like the night sky. It's really beautiful. But the tile looks slightly different in front of the main entrance door, which is closed and barred and locked or whatever. You feel like maybe that's a trapdoor. One. So like that's exactly inside the main entrance door where I'm pinging. Like over there from where you are. In front and slightly to the left. And then in front and slightly to the right, the suit of armor you recognize as an animated armor. And you know that if you trigger it, it's going to kick off. But you don't know what's going to trigger it. You don't know whether it's like if you approach it, if you attack it, if you walk anywhere near it. You don't know how sensitive it will be. It doesn't seem to have kicked off yet, but you're still like 2 steps up from the bottom.
Dubash says mentally to each person, now that I'm reading the ability, it is individual. Starts going through everyone's head and saying, trapdoor by the door and animated armor. And he goes, trapdoor by the door and animated armor, and goes through all 4 members of the group.
Can we
Let's just
respond?
Warning the people who are in front first and then going to the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we respond, or is it only one way?
I think
I
it's
You
2
can
ways.
respond to me. Yes.
I'm going to respond to you and ask if I should set the trapdoor or the armor on fire.
Ah.
You hear in your head,
Should we perhaps utilize our rogues to
Open the trap
do their
door
things?
without
Check for
setting
trap-
off the armor.
Don't set off the arm, like, maybe neutralize it.
The trapdoor is
Fire.
the front door, right?
so
is
yeah,
what you
the
see.
trapdoor is the front
No,
door.
there's a front. No. There is a front
Oh,
door,
wait.
and then on the floor in
Mhm.
front of the front door
Is
there's
the
a
trap.
door.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
like if you were to
Yes,
come in the
correct.
front door, you could fall into the trapdoor.
Yeah.
So we don't
that's
have to
why I
worry
didn't
about the
immediately
trapdoor.
jump into disarming
just-
this, 'cause it's just
We could
by
just
a
ignore
door.
it because it's like, oh, that's the.
It's essentially it's that one square in front of the door
Yeah.
is a trap door that you could maybe fall into a pit of zombies or something. I don't know.
No, we want to
Um,
avoid that.
Probably goes to the basement, too.
No, I'd probably
It's a
send
quick
you
way
to a
to-
trap of horrible things.
Probably, but in the basement.
Valid.
Do we see any
anyway.
other stairs continuing down or going down?
No, not from where you
But
are.
we also haven't explored like most of this floor.
Sure.
We're
Yeah.
just hanging out of the staircase.
Do we take out?
Unless anyone else has any other ideas, I think Duvash and Humphrey are just going to have to try to sort of skirt as far away as possible from this armor and hope we
No,
don't
could-
trigger it. I don't know.
I'm gonna just tap,
Mr. Daly?
Daly on my back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tap him.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think you could take a look at that suit of armor and Humphrey just always wiggles his fingers when he talks about doing dexterous things, and do some rogue
I would
rogue
love
things
to.
to it.
I would love to. I'd love to sneak
Fantastic.
up to this armor, not triggering, if I can.
Uh-huh.
Just the puppet for the job.
Would you like a stealth roll?
Yep.
15. God, I rolled a 2. It's the worst rolling. And if either way, whether I'm stealthy or not, I would like to investigate the armor to see what would trigger it. And how to avoid
Okay.
it.
Okay.
My God.
You rolled a
Not
natural
rolling
one.
well.
That's a nat 1.
Woof.
Mm.
I've my last several rolls have been a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Oh my god.
Well, it's up. It's all uphill from here, isn't it? Surely.
I mean,
Hopefully.
technically, ability checks go off number, not crits, but I don't know. That feels like I messed something up too.
Sure does.
Okay. You are pretty sure that the only way you're going to trigger this armor is if you attack it.
I say to my good friend Debash, it's going to trigger no matter what. I think we need to stage a quick little ambush and take it out quickly.
Wow.
Wow.
If I need to be deceptive, I'll roll, but whatever. I don't know if you would question me that much.
Nah, I'm not super in. Well, I mean, I don't have any
I feel
reason
like-
to question you. You're the one investigating the armor.
Does anyone else want to roll like their
relay that?
history or nature
Like
or
all the
anything
way
to
up
see
the
if they
stairs?
know?
I
I
can't even
roll
really see it.
something.
I asked Mr. Daly to
Yeah.
investigate it, so I'm assuming that he knows what he's doing and that he's got it. Like, I'm like, yes, great.
Yeah.
I pull out my longsword and I'm
I
ready.
guess I am the only one who heard his voice, so I will roll an insight check because I have the.
Up here.
Oh, well, yeah.
Do you want to
The
roll?
24 insight.
And a 14
Yeah.
deception.
He's full of
Was
shit.
not good enough.
He does not know what the fuck he's talking about. What an idiot.
Oh my god.
Because, and I would say, just for
Yeah.
colour, Dubash, what you know about animated armor is they will definitely be triggered, like, if you attack them. And, like, all you can see of this room is, like, the 90 degrees-ish that's, like, in front of you. And you think, like, you could take it out with an ambush or whatever, but you have no idea what's in the rest of this space. And you don't know if that's the smartest move.
Yeah.
And you know that, like, animated suits of armor often will trigger if you, like, walk in front of them.
Yeah, speaking of, how close did
Not
Dilly
that
get?
close.
Or was it just,
Yeah,
it was
like-
just a looking?
Yeah, like it was a 10-foot away look.
Bosch says to Mr. Dilly,
Mr. Daly.
"Are you certain that is the best course of action? And if it is, then I will help you out."
From my vantage point here, do I see any, like, what else is in this room, or now that I've moved to the armor?
Okay, so let's say that you've moved. Let me move you, if I may.
Please.
You're here.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where the trapdoor is that you're not stood on. You can see this set of stairs, and you can see all the way down here. So you see, like, this is a. So you're now, like, seeing behind where the staircase is. You see, there's another staircase up into a guard tower, like in that opposite corner, over here, where. And you can see, like, the edge of this table and chairs, and you see down here there is another. There's another suit of armor,
That's very similar.
exactly the same, and that's probably as much as you can see, like, through that kind of gap. You can see a little bit of that, yeah. If you wanted to stealthily move, you could, like, move down here and see what more you can see.
Sure, let's do that.
All right, so from here, for example, you'll see, like, okay, so you've got all of these stairs all around, and opposite each stair near each guard tower, you can see there's an animated suit of armor. So in the four corners of this room, imagine, there's guard towers, and each guard tower has a flight of stairs going up into it. And
Yes.
that is, you imagine, where the guards of the castle are, looking out and such and such. And near each of those is an animated suit of armor. So there's 4 animated suits of armor, 4 guard towers containing you don't know how many guards. There's also table and chairs, fancy dining table, whatever, and a cylinder
A hole in the
Um,
ground.
A hole in the ground.
Oh, wait,
with-
wait,
with
wait. They
like
can
a-
hear us, but they can't see us.
Oh.
Sorry?
Oh, the cameras are off. We're black.
Oh, they being Twitch. not
Oh,
the
I was
armor.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I go to the map, we lose it.
Oh, sorry, Andy. I will
Sorry?
do a better job of describing it, so you don't need to be over there.
There you
Yeah. So there's a hole in the ground with like a 1 foot high kind of brick wall around it, and the bucket on the thing over the top, so it looks like a well that goes down. So you feel like if you kicked off and ambushed the one animated suit of armor, probably the other animated suits of armor would wake up and start in on you, and that would probably alert however many guards there are in however many guard towers, in the 4 guard towers.
So, Dubash, I'll level with you. I was perhaps...
I'm gonna. Are you doing this via the old
Yes.
telepathy?
Yeah.
I was perhaps exaggerating a bit on that last one. However, there are only 4 of these things. I think we can take them. If you think that we are stealthy enough to try to maybe go down the well without triggering any of them, then we can do that. I do not believe in us in such a capacity. I think if we stage the ambush instead of them, we have a much better chance. I will let
Or
you
we attempt.
decide what to say to the rest of them.
What Dubash says to everyone, well, to Humphrey he says, sneak forward more. To everyone else he says, oh, sorry, I said Humphrey, I meant Dilly.
Sure.
To Mr. Dilly he says, proceed forward more. To everyone else he says, Mr. Dilly Dally is being a bit of a dingus and wants to fight suits of armor. Instead, please sneak forward, and if it comes to combat, I can distract.
I think that I'm gonna. Oh gosh, this is hard because Humphrey just wants to talk to Dilly Dally.
You could like wave me over or something if you want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wave. I'll wave Dilly, Mr. Dally over.
No, sneak over very cautiously.
Roll sneak. Roll to stealth.
Sure.
28.
28.
You're just fine. Yeah, you're fine and dandy.
Is there a reason you're wanting to fight these first? Because my preference is fight first, ignore stealth. So I just want to understand if there's a reason that you think that we should fight these rather than try to stealth and then fight. It seems to me, with my immense tactical knowledge, that the reason that you would want to fight first is because we could get a sneak attack on them, and we could really just try and pummel them beforehand rather than if we sneaked.
Snuck. Sneak.
Snucked. It's snucked.
If we
Snuck.
sneaked to and then they found us, then they would have the jump on us as rather than us having the jump on them.
Exactly.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. Of course. It would only make more deadly sense for us to ambush them than be ambushed by them.
I mean, I agree with you.
Whilst all this is going on, if anyone wants to rack their brains about what they know about animated suits of armor,
They could be killed.
You
I
can.
would love to.
Sure,
What do we
yeah,
do?
I would
What do
too.
we
Since
roll?
I've been told about it
nature
now.
or arcana, or history.
Those
All
are
of
the same
them
for
are
me.
-1.
Same. 13
Do we
for
have
me.
any
Oh my God.
intelligent
I've-
besides
I've rolled
Nine.
like 3 6s in a
I mean,
row.
Andy, I
Six,
hope you're
six, six.
intelligent.
I'm
This is
intelligent.
Barovia.
Okay, great. You guys are just the best. So, Humphrey and
Yay, min-max?
Yuski, you got nothing. You're like, fucking, it's just a suit of armor. It's nothing special. Vermilion Green is pinging in your mind that, like, there's a reason they're called animated armor. and it's because somebody has cast a spell on these animated armors, and you feel like if somebody had like an anti-magic field or could cast dispel magic, that might really help kind of disarm these creatures, and it would allow you to move around. You'd still have to be stealthy because of the guard towers, but you wouldn't necessarily have to be as stealthy.
Yeah, it would be cool if somebody had dispel magic, huh?
Dispel. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I don't have that.
I sure don't.
I sure don't.
Neither.
Well, never fucking mind then. Good luck.
I
Five
have
five people
Fireball.
can cast spells, and none of them have it.
Fucking tried, you guys.
I have
didn't even take-
Fireball.
Oh my god.
That also is good against armor.
Yeah.
Yup. I got a lot of healing. I got a lot of damage. That's about it.
I'm just damaged.
Okay.
I'm damaged in
Debbie's
weird abilities.
So disappointed to us. in
Anyway,
us.
yes.
Can I ask you something,
Okay.
Humphrey?
Okay.
What was it that Dubash told all of you?
That you were being silly, I believe is the word that he used, and wanted us to attack the suits of armor, and he then told us that we should just sneak.
Do you think I'm being silly? Do you think we have a better chance at sneaking?
I don't think you have a silly bone in your puppet body.
You're goddamn right I don't.
I mean, I don't think that I will have a better chance at sneaking ever. However,
Convince the
Because-
others of that. I'm gonna go check out that well. And I'd like to sneak over to the well.
Stealth
So-
check.
I will attempt to, we're all together, right?
Wow.
Otherwise, so like,
You're fandy dandy.
That's a
Excellent.
30.
Yeah, so you're over by the well. So right at the bottom, right at the far edge of the room to where the main door is, past the stairs that you came down, the spiral staircase that you came down, is a well. And you look down into it. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Sure can.
Do you have dark vision?
Sure don't.
Disadvantage then.
I'm gonna be sneaking over to try to help investigate.
You can
the
roll
well.
stealth.
Halloween.
I wanted to talk
Uh,
before anybody snuck away. I wanted to just explain the position of
I
what
got a
I'm,
dirty
why I'm
one.
struggling. So just briefly, before anybody sneaks away,
Yeah.
other than dilly dally,
You go,
Um,
Rachel.
I just wanted to, explain. We're not exactly the stealthiest of people. Dubash, you are. The rest of us, not so much. My tactician's brain is telling me that it would be wiser were we to surprise the suits of armor and neutralize them before they got the jump on us. Because I have a feeling we will not be able to sneak past them. And it might be better to just take them out. And we can
Right.
all concentrate on one suit of armor and just attack the fuck out of it. And then
Right.
have a better chance, possibly.
Understandable. My line of thinking was that if our stealth should fail, I could summon an elemental that would take care of at least most of the suit's armor, whether or not we're even here. And we descend.
Hey, either
George hasn't
way,
even
I'll be
seen the
bait,
well
and I'm
yet,
gonna
so
go.
he just says descend because he doesn't know there's a well yet.
Either way, I'll be bait. I'm gonna go see what what's his fuck is looking at.
You have drugs? I thought you said either way I'll be baked, so my brain heard baked drugs. Baked!
And I'm Debbie. I'm using the thing I used before to re-roll my stealth check, so I have to take the second one. 16 is better than 12. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, Andy, what'd you roll a 1 for?
Perception.
Looking down the well.
Perception.
Oh,
Not a nat
okay.
one. A dirty one.
Not a natural one. A 2 minus 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you look down the well and you're like, fuck, that's a dark well. And that's about as much as you get.
Gotcha.
Do I make
And,
it over there safely?
Yes, Vermilion Green, you're over and you see Mr. Dali looking down the well. What do you want to do?
I
If I-
also don't
yeah.
have dark vision, but I'm gonna cast light and drop a
Oh fuck.
We are stealthy.
torch down the well. I'm casting light with a on a torch and dropping it down the well.
I try to catch the torch before she drops it, like before it goes out of my reach. But I am short and small.
Okay, so stealth check for dropping a torch, and then a dexterity saving throw to try and catch the torch.
Okay.
Oh,
four.
fuck. Okay, so
You
I
lit
think
the
this makes
fuck out of that torch.
this makes perfect sense, right? In that, like, if the torch had dropped and gone down the well, like one of those, you crack a flare and you drop it to see like how long the drop is. Like the light would have gone down the well, and it would have been fine. But because the fucking puppet caught the torch, the light is all up in this area. And
Why did you
just
do
as
this?
just as an aside, yeah, Andy, why did you fucking do this? It was a good idea.
Because we think there's an army down the well.
How are they gonna
aside-
get into that well? It's a well. Are they the
Look down
ring?
the well, and you see it is just like 200 foot drop to like a pool of water at the bottom. Somehow the light manages to get down that far, and you see what it is, and it's just a fucking well. This is not the way to the basement, you realise, as you caught the torch, and the animated armour that is down here goes
Oh fuck.
and looks straight at you.
Drop it down the well. Drop the light down the well.
Can I interest anyone in rolling initiative?
Humphrey says, well, never mind.
Which one of these
While we're
tokens
at
is
this
me?
point, could you delete my token? Because I'm unable to move it, but I can put my own token.
Yeah, I can't move my
Where I
token
am.
either.
I already replaced my own token with my guy, so.
Yep. Does anyone else need me to delete them? This is you down here.
How do I
Yeah,
put my
thank
token
you.
on then?
You just drag
Grab
your
yourself
name from your character
the
sheet.
Okay.
thingamajig.
Oh, that didn't work.
You might not have a token assigned to you, unless I don't know if Debbie did. So
I
I
didn't do it.
told it when I did the bio. I told it.
there's a picture, and then there's a token section
Yeah.
underneath too.
I put a picture in the token section.
Debbie can always just add you into initiative as well.
Okay. Wait,
The
there's
eight.
nothing in my bio.
You can.
There it is. Edit.
Hmm.
Is
Crit hit.
selected.
You got a nat 20 on initiative. How exciting!
Yeah, you
Nice.
did.
All right. It's in there.
Where's the turn order nonsense? All right, so we've got.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And now I'll roll initiative.
Do we think? Which do I think is noisier, a fireball or a meteor exploding?
Are you thinking of? You don't have meteor storm.
No, I have melts minute meteors.
Yeah.
Which do we think is noisier?
I think they're almost
Right.
equivalent
Okay.
as far as alerting people.
I think the fireball has a bigger radius, so it's probably noisier, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
My
I'm not
sheet's
Just
not
does-
coming back up for me.
More damage.
All right, let's try popping it out.
Yeah, I always just pop mine out.
There it is. Okay. There we go. Initiative.
So is this what you expected, Debbie?
No.
Is it ever? Does the DM ever actually expect what the players do?
I didn't expect you to go for dinner in a tavern. What? Like, so. You
We had a
started
couple
off-
hours to kill before night.
All right. Okay, so everybody's in the turn order. It's sorted correctly. So Humphrey, the best and beautiful, is up first.
My question is, because we were talking about when to stop and everything.
When to stop, yes.
Would the preference be that we stop before the fight starts, or would people be okay if we had to stop in the middle of the fight?
I have no problem if you want to stop in the middle of the fight. If you want to do 10 more minutes, if you want to do half a round, I don't care.
I'm fine with stopping in the middle of the fight. If
Okay.
I get to blow some
I'm
shit
okay
up.
with
Also
that.
Yes,
cool with
both my kids
Fireball.
are still sleeping. They've been sick this week, so they're sleeping fucking hard. Which is great by me.
All right,
So-
then let's press on.
Okay,
A
A
cool.
natural
So,
20 will give you... what is something to... I don't know if it's a homebrew rule or it's a whatever, but it basically gives you like 2 turns.
That's
Take it.
homebrew for me.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that rule.
All right.
Because I think like it's good to roll a natural 20 on initiative, so I would like to reward you for that. So go hell for leather. You have got...
so the closest one is over here. 1,
Yes, absolutely.
2,
Okay.
3,
Yep.
4. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you're up first. You'll have 2 turns, and then it'll be Vermilion Green.
I'll go to this one
Oh,
because,
okay.
well, because I feel like whoever this is close
Me.
to the other one.
Ubash,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to spread out a little bit. I don't think we need the fighter and the paladin on the same suit of armor. But I don't know. Here's the thing: is we either do the thing where we all concentrate on one, or we just split it up and try to do them all at the same time. Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe I will fight this one with Dubash,
Yes, please.
so that we can get rid
Hint,
of one.
hint, I have sneak
sooner.
attack. Hint, hint.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So, these. Let's see. I have a lot of things that I can do. So just a heads up. Remember, you have. So Dubash at least will have more movement, but he doesn't need it. It doesn't matter. So many things for a level 10 character. I'm not doing a spell, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Nobody needs healing. I'm not going to do radiant damage on them yet. Okay, I am just going to attack with my greatsword.
Drop.
I rolled a 22.
22 hits.
12 slashing damage.
I'm wishing I would have taken that silence spell now.
Mm. Okay. Do you have a
I
second
get-
attack?
I sure do.
Do it.
But bam! I clicked the wrong thing.
Ah, good old
bam.
bam, nothing.
A 10!
A 10 does not hit a suit of armor. Weird though.
Boo earns. Okay, but now I get a second turn, right?
Yes, sir, ma'am, your honor.
Let's do it. That is my full title, thank you.
Yes, sir, ma'am, your honor.
The great, the
let
best
me
there ever was,
see.
Your Honor.
That's yeah, it's could be.
Yeah, the great best ever was.
I'm absolutely not calling Rachel that, Joel, because I do not want to start that precedent of calling Rachel the great, the best there ever was, because she'll hold me to that.
19.
Ooh, bet
19
that hits.
hits.
Woo woo. 9 slashing damage.
All right.
And then. Yeah, I'm not sure how. 'Cause I should have asked this before I started just fucking attacking. Because the big thing is, like, how big do we think this fight is? And if I want to, like, expend some shit. But.
I will tell you, Debbie will tell you,
Mhm,
you've got 4 suits of armor.
mhm.
They're manageable. Oh, Kitty! There are some guards in each of the watchtowers, but you don't know how many, and you don't know if they will hear what's going on.
Sure.
You do know that this is not Volenta, who's a big fucking deal, and this is not the army of bad shit. So, if you want this fight to be over quickly, and maybe you don't have to deal with the guards, maybe throw everything that you've got out in the first round. But if you want to save your resources for when you have to fight Volenta and the army of evil shit, maybe do that also.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that.
Is that, like, I feel like I gave you no information there and lots of information.
Yeah, because my thought was like, suit of armor is probably not that much of a thing. I also forgot that I
What's
have
the
a useful
rules
spell.
on bloodied? What, is that less
Bloodied
than half?
is less than half. Yeah. Does he look bloodied at all?
Yes. Yes, you would say that
okay.
this armor that doesn't bleed looks bloodied.
All right, I'm gonna hit him one last time, or
That
attempt to.
bloody suit of armor.
Nah, it clangs off.
Boo!
I'm seeing boo earns.
That is my turn.
All right. Thank you kindly. Vermilion Green, you're up.
I am casting Melf's Minute Meteors. So, I've got 6 right now. When I cast the spell, I can expend 1 of my meteors. I'm going to expend the 1 and send it flying towards the armor that's closest to me that looked at us. I pointed at it, like you can see where I'm pointing. Yes, thank you. So it needs to make a, that's not the correct spell save. It needs to make a, DC 19 save.
Of which character item?
Dex.
Dexterity, yeah.
Why is that in here wrong?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. So it is going to take 9 fire damage.
I heard a purr. I heard a purr.
It was a
Wow.
pretty shitty roll.
9 fire damage, okay?
Do I feel like fire is pretty decently effective against it, or do I feel like it's resisting that at all?
No, you do not feel like it resisted it at all, but you also do not feel like it did more damage than you would expect.
Okay.
You would say that was a pretty good hit on this thing, and it's not looking bloodied, but you definitely took a chunk out of it. Even if you said, "Oh, 9's not that good a hit," like it's not a terrible hit.
Okay. And I don't think I have anything I can do with a bonus action yet. Next turn I can do that with bonus action. So I am done. I am concentrating. Is this one here also? It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, I'm also gonna fucking move. Oh god, they're everywhere.
Why
Why did you do this, Andy?
There's one in each corner.
Andy did what?
You caught the torch.
You caught my torch! I'm gonna fucking move back here and kind of climb up on the
You want
table.
to stand on the table?
Maybe.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Great, love that.
I can fly! I'm hovering above the table.
There you
Awesome.
go.
My speed is the same as my walk speed, so I'm hovering
Incredible.
however many feet up I can get.
Yeah, you're a fairy. I'm assuming you're always
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Get the
Very
fuck away
good.
from me.
Anything else from you, Vermilion?
No, that's it. How do I make this disappear? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Goosey.
Okay, I have a couple like mechanical questions.
I don't know anything about engines.
How about cleric mechanics?
Don't know a lot.
So I've got divine strike, but that's not out of my channel divinity. It just says once on each of my turns, when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can cause
Yes.
an extra 1d8 damage.
Yes.
Okay, so I could just do that like every turn if I'm hitting with the weapon.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. And then I've also got blessed strikes, which says cantrips or weapon attacks. So yep, that's once a turn also. Okay. So that's going to work in the same way. I am going to Did I just hit something accidentally?
Sorry, no, that's me trying to fix something. Ignore me.
Okay. 2d6. All right, I'm going to toss a cantrip. I'm going to toss
You're here. Just so you know where I'm pinging at the
hang on.
You're
Okay, I'm at the bottom of the stairs, kind of right there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're still. Well, yeah. You could. If you're at the bottom of the stairs, then you're over here. But you were on the stairs coming down, and that's
Okay.
kind of where you were.
I thought I was moving down. I think
You can be.
What I
Yeah,
put
you
my-
could have moved down the stairs. That's fine. But you're not. You're not like down here in the room at all.
Okay. Then I guess I would be going for that dude
Okay.
right
He
there.
looks pretty fucked up. Very good.
He sure does. All right, I am going to toss Word of Radiance at him.
I know this cantrip. Diota
Each
has this
creature
cantrip.
of my choice that I can see within range. Can I see the other guy too?
No.
That's
Oh,
off
you
to the
can
right.
that you can see within range. What's the range of this?
Is
it like a-
range? Oh shit! No, he's not within. Hang on. No, actually, neither one of them's within range. Sorry. Boo, boo, boo. Take that back. We're gonna do
You
Sacred
can-
Flame.
You
What's
can
that?
move if you want to.
Okay, then I would move. But this is only 5 feet, so do I have to be next to him, like there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I'm gonna toss whatever that was I just said.
Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance at him. He's got to make a saving throw. Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And what
I rolled a
is-
14.
That is my spell save DC. Damn.
If it meets, it beats. So what does that mean? What damage do I take? None?
I believe it does not take any damage.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then, because I am a give me one. So that counts, that spell counts as an attack action, correct? Like,
I think you made it.
No, I don't think it does.
It's
No?
because you did a save DC. Not you didn't roll an attack. A hit.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as my bonus action.
Yep.
And then I will, if I can see the other dude, I'll have it hovering over the other dude.
You can
But-
see. Yeah, you can see either this one that's like behind you, or this one over to your left.
Yeah, I'll have the guy be I'll have Spiritual Weapon hovering there, and then I'm staying by the guy.
You want the spiritual weapon hovering on the one to your left?
To my
Yeah.
left. Yeah. And that's all I can do, I think.
Spiritual weapon.
Weapon.
Why is this not dragging in?
Oh, but I think I can make an attack with it.
If I
can
could
make
get
an
it,
attack
if
with
I
it.
could get it to drag in. Okay, it's too hard. Let's.
That's okay.
Hang on. There is a spiritual weapon here.
Spiritual weapon. All right, so I make an attack with it, then spiritual weapon, if I can see it. Right
Yes.
there.
Because make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 foot of the weapon.
Yep. And so that would be a 17.
That clangs off the armor of the.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
So a 17 doesn't hit and a 19 does. We know that much.
You do the
Okay.
maths.
Good to
And
know.
they're not very dexterous. We know that too if y'all have things that proc dex saves.
Yep.
I do,
Okay.
actually.
Is there anything else on your turn,
That's it.
Juicy? All right,
Nope.
Mr. Daly.
I would love to pull out my viol and my short sword and sort of lightly pull the short sword over the strings of the bow that make a lilting and beautiful sound. Sort of
Screech.
fills me up with a wondrous performance, and I stow that viol and rush 5, 10, 15, 20. Do we know what this is?
That's Dubash.
That's a me.
Dubash.
That's an upward view of me.
Oh.
I am technically on the stairs. It's
Yeah, so you can. If we let me. Yeah.
Is this a space enough that I can, my
Sure,
small frame
sure.
can
It would
finish?
be a
Tiny
space.
puppet.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
in the wall. It's fine. You're kind of standing against the wall.
Then I would love to make. So I'm blade singing. That's what that was. That was a bonus action. And I'd love to make an attack.
A 15 does not hit.
15 does not hit.
Do you have a second attack?
No. I mean, I could, but no, not this turn.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I think so, yes. And I just kind of get into a defensive position. The viol music is still playing around me.
Lovely. All right. It's my turn. 4 animated suits of armor. The one that is near all of you guys up the top here is going to go first. What? This one that's near Goosey and Humphrey the Best and Dubash and Mr. Daly is going to try and smack Humphrey with it. So the thing is going to slam into you. Does a 21 hit?
No, yeah.
Possibly it wouldn't.
You're going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Right.
So it like socks you in the face.
Yes. And when Humphrey takes the damage, the name Duvash puts out his hand, and a mild purple shield forms around him, and he uses protective field.
Ooh.
I need to roll a d8 and subtract. Is it just the d8?
Plus take the number roll plus your
intelligence.
intelligence modifier.
So 3 plus 3. Please remove 6 damage from that, so you only take 2 bludgeoning from
Sweet.
the strike. And that is my
Sweet.
reaction.
Nice.
Take it.
All
And then
right.
you probably get hit again, so...
Yeah. And then
sure.
it's gonna
Damage reduction.
smack you with the other fist. A
Oof.
natural 20.
That one misses, weirdly
Man.
enough.
That's weird, isn't it? Luckily, it's only 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That's that one's turn. Okay, we're going to go clockwise around the room. This one is going to punch the spiritual weapon that's next to it. Does a 14 hit the spiritual weapon, Heather?
I don't know if a spiritual weapon can be hit.
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
No,
I only
it
figured out
doesn't
that
have
they
hit
could.
points or anything. I don't think.
Oh.
It does in Baldur's Gate.
It
That's the
does.
only
Yeah,
way
yeah.
that I. Yeah.
Okay. Would it be my?
Oh, so I
AC?
can't hit it?
It doesn't have an armor class. I mean, it can hit it. It's not like a physical thing.
So it swings at the spiritual weapon and doesn't hit it, but it's a suit of armor, so it does it again.
Sure.
But nothing happens. It just like swings and goes through and swings and goes through. But this
All right.
this suit of armor is fucking mad about it. All right.
Love it.
Okay. Next, this one down here. Speed is 25 foot. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, would you look at that?
I'm all the way up in the air, remember?
Ah.
So, I mean, it could come. Like, harass me.
How
I mean,
tall
I'm into
are the
that.
ceilings and stuff here?
Yeah, how
Like,
tall are the
like-
ceilings?
I don't know, 30 foot?
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I would have flown that high, because that's
No,
what
not that. It
speed-
can't be that high. Like 20 foot.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay,
you're
so
out.
It's kind of like a
20
grand
feet.
hall.
You're certainly outside the reach of this thing.
You could throw things at me. You could throw those chairs at me.
25. All right, and then it's
Where's it
going to
going?
dash.
Don't leave.
5, 10, 15. So that's its turn. Okay. And then this is the last little dingus. 5, 10, 15, and it's gonna smack Dubash.
So
an
is
11 hit.
Dubash... I'm cool either way. Is Dubash below or on the stairs?
You're on the stairs, but the stair, like the solid.
But within
drop-
reach of the thingies.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's... 11 does not hit me.
What about a 19?
Yeah, a 19 does.
Have 6 classic bludgeoning damage.
Very well.
All right, that is my turn. Dubash, it's you.
Okay. Did Dubash get any indication of how badly his 3 allies have beat up the one that's to the north? They're all attacking.
This one
Is it
yeah.
Is it missing pieces by
It,
chance?
it looks really fucked up and really dented, but none of its parts have fallen off.
Cool. Dubash. Yes, go on.
And none of the this one has been hit a bit, but the other two have not been hit at all.
Okay. Dubash will take the stick in hand and toss it over Tiefling. Sorry, over
Goosey?
Goosey's head, and will strike the. Hope to strike it. As the stick flies through the air about halfway through its trajectory, it transforms into a glowing purple psychic blade.
Woo!
Because rogue.
Very
First I
rad.
rolled a hit. Damn it.
14
I need to
doesn't
check
hit.
this thing. I need to. Where'd my thing go? Ability check. Okay, not attacks. So he throws another stick.
Yeah, another
Another
stick!
psychic blade.
Oh no!
Are
11
you
doesn't
kidding
hit.
me?
11 doesn't hit.
Some bad rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whew.
I was anticipating one of those hitting or something.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how many feet down it is, but Dubash would like to get down to the ground level rather than on top of the stairs, sort of putting
5 foot,
himself
you can just
between.
hop down. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah. I'll make like a little text note or something that says I'm actually not on the stairs. I'm
On
but
ground
he's just
level.
sort of interposing himself between the two armors charging forward and his allies.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it.
All right. Okay, so before we go back to the top of the round, first thing. Uh-oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Just
That's the
Uh,
guard.
Just that sounds like a normal thing.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Huh. Lena's just testing for fireball over and
I
over
love it.
again.
Every time that I see Lena measuring, I'm like, yeah, fucking yeah, damn right.
Yep. Get ready.
All right. In it. Cool. Cool. All right. Humphrey, it's your turn.
Rachel is a
Rachel?
believer.
Sorry, I was talking into the microphone
good.
for Marlo.
It is your turn.
Okay, she woke up. I just wanted to let her know she could get out. She's a perfect rule follower.
Aw.
Not because of us. It's just how she is. And when we told her, you need to stay in your bed so that you go to sleep. Now that means I do not leave my bed. And so now when I notice she wakes up, I have to tell her over the monitor, you can get out
She's
of your
allowed to
bed
get
now.
out of her bed so she can get a
because
book.
yep. Because she will just
That's
stay in
your
there.
child?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, Joel. Isn't it wild?
Rule follower.
That's
And we're
amazing.
not
That's
intense
Eric's
about
child.
rules or boundaries or anything like that. We just tell her things and she's like, got it.
Yep.
So,
Message
yeah.
received. Which
Why our
means,
house
you know
is
what?
not baby proofed either, because we just be like, oh, don't do that. And she's like, cool.
She doesn't. You know what Harvey's going to be like?
I know, right?
Chaos on roller skates. Can't wait.
I will say it's too early to tell, but he so far is an even more chill baby than she was.
Wow.
So who knows?
Who knows?
Anyway,
Anyway, your turn, my
so
friend.
there are how many guards now? 4.
You don't
6,
see
8.
any of the
Oh,
guards. Sorry.
understood. No, they're just showing up there.
That's
They're
just me being like, they're ready and they've rolled initiative, so they'll be coming at some point.
so that means they did hear us. Okay. All right. How does the one that I was attacking look?
Still bloodied, still fucked up, but no more fucked up than I think
Does
the last
nobody
time.
else has hit them?
I don't think so, no.
Fair and valid. Okay. I am going to do a thing.
Cool. I can't wait.
Gosh, I have so many things that I can do.
Hmm.
I know,
Real.
it's so exciting. Nobody really needs heals yet, right? No. Nobody's like super damaged. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to attack with my sword for now. A 25 hit, I'm assuming. 12 slashing damage?
All right. Tell me how you want to destroy this suit of armor.
Yeah. Just, it's just a great sword. So Humphrey is just going to watch, is going to attack him a bunch of times, watch everybody else miss, and then just look over at them and just give like a really sly smirk and just like, slash a sword through the armor until it cuts in half. And he's going to feel really fucking smug about it.
Yeah. Valid. Absolutely valid. All right.
So then I still have another attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Where's my mouse? That's
And
fun.
You see there's two fuckaboos the other side of Dubash. And a fuckaboo over here swinging futilely at a spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna go the other side of Dubash, like right here. Oh, I can move myself, Durf.
That's kind of you're
attack
climbing up the stairs, so you
Oh,
can't
okay.
really do that.
I see.
The only way you could get to them is here.
Okay, so then I'll just
Unless you climb stairs
What's
and
this
jump
blue
off of
X?
stairs. But
That's spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna go over here then and be next to the spiritual weapon.
Yep.
I'm gonna blow you up.
Do you want to
Wait, what?
smash this one?
Lena, you know that those people are in towers and they do not have line of sight down.
Fire
to us
goes
yet.
around corners, it says. It says the fire spreads around corners.
Yeah, but those are. I don't think they've even come out of the building yet. So like,
Yeah,
those
they're
doors
like-
are-
Mm-mm.
In
Are
they're
the doors
in a different
closed?
room.
towers.
Yeah, I don't think we even know they're there.
Are the doors closed?
Yes.
Nor do we know they're there yet.
It doesn't matter if
We
anyone's
know
there.
they're
The
there,
fire
we
doesn't
just-
need to know if someone's there.
Why would you cast a fireball in
if
the
the
middle of
doors
a
are
room
closed?
that's going to hit your friend?
Because my friend moved there, and I've been majoring this whole time.
So
to
I
hit all
was
of the
here,
things.
right? 1, 2.
Yeah, that's where you were.
5. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, well, also listen, like, I don't know that you're going to be doing a fucking fireball. You haven't
I'm
told
just
us.
warning you.
Yeah, sure, but like Humphrey
You do
doesn't
know
know
I
that,
light things on fire a lot.
right? But also,
I know
don't
your
think
inch is also 8, so...
But I also can't get. I don't think I can get to these guys. This guy, can I? So
If
my
you went-
only
You can walk through Dubash and end up here.
like here.
No,
Isn't
no,
that
no, where I'm
further?
pinging.
The stairs? Yeah.
I don't see your ping. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking layer. My sincerest
I
apologies.
do that all the time. It's good.
South
Okay, like-
of Dilly fucking... Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are they both here, or is this one on the stairs and this one?
No, they
isn't?
are both on the ground level. The map
Okay.
is fucky because I just kind of threw it
You're
together. I'm
totally
sorry.
good. No, not at all. Have any of them taken damage?
This one has taken a bit.
You're not
The
on
one
the right
to
level.
your right. The one to your
Okay.
right has taken a bit. The one in front of you is unharmed.
This one. Okay, so I will go
Correct.
for the one that's taken a bit of damage,
Smack it.
and I will smack it.
Hits.
Woo woo! I'm gonna do 10 slashing damage, and I'm also going to, just for funsies, pump a divine smite into that. So I'm just gonna use a first level spell slot, and I'll do an extra 2d8 of damage.
Okay.
Humphrey's kind of nervous since he doesn't see anybody else really doing any extra damage. So he's like, oh boy. Okay. An extra 15 damage.
All right, that's another one down.
Woo woo!
Nice.
Yeah, so basically you just see like his sword slashing down and then just like bright light kind of exploding out of his sword and into them and crumpling the suit of armor. And then that is it. Because I get 2 attacks. I don't get 4 attacks every time. That was just a one-time thing.
Sad. Sad.
I know.
All right. Vermilion the Measurer.
So these doors are shut.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still casting Fireball. Fireball centered here. So these two need to make dexterity saving throws. It's DC 19. I also need to. I'm spending a sorcery point to give myself resistance to fire.
So this one and this one need to roll dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, DC 19 dex saves. I did not make my own save, but I gave myself resistance.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, no, we did not make our saves.
Okay, so they will take 32 fire damage each. I will take 16. Okay, that's not working at all.
32 fire damage.
Each, yes.
These animated suits of armor look like they are on their last leg or hit point. If
Okay.
that's how you want to describe it. It's almost like maybe they had 33 health.
I'm gonna use a.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
3, they're at like 1.
I'm using my bonus action for one of Melf's minute meteors to hit this one over here. So it needs to make a DC 19 dex save.
Is that a different spell?
Concentration.
Nope, it's the meteor that I have up already.
It's re-implementing.
It's not a new spell. Read the spell description, Andy. It's in the chat.
Well, I didn't know when
Sorry.
you cast it before.
In the it was the last turn.
Oh.
Last turn.
Yeah.
Andy is
Yep.
ready to fight.
I rolled a 5 on my dex save. That passes, right?
So it will take 11 fire damage. So
and is that the one near everybody or the one near spiritual weapon? I'm sorry.
the
That
one near
okay.
everybody. I don't care if the spiritual weapon gets hurt.
Cool. All right. Great. All right. So 3 down, 1 to go. Good job. And then just before we finish today for our one shot, that's not going to be a one shot. All of my one shots are never one shots. It's not
No.
my fault.
That's okay with me.
Never.
All of the doors to all of the 4 guard towers slam open,
Nice.
and out of each guard tower runs 2 guards. Oh my god. Everything is stacked on top of one another. This is terrible. Hang on. Please hold. I've just got to move some absolute shit out of my way. Moving between layers is the worst. Just for the record. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
So how about I will suggest this,
Yes.
that my bonus action would be to swing the spiritual weapon and see if I can off that last one, and then it might be a good time before we engage the guards to
We
Do it for
absolutely
the
can
second.
do that. I'm just going to have to remember to write down that you'd taken your bonus action, but not the rest of your action, which we
I think
absolutely
Debbie was
can
going
do.
to go through the turn, but if you want to quit now,
I was just
that's
gonna stop here.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm sorry.
I was going to stop right now before. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
we
the
can do
guards. The guards will have their turn before you have your turn, and all they've done
Okay.
is moved out of the tower. And then I was
I'll
just going
write
to
down
leave
that
it.
you wanted to use your bonus action to do that so we don't get it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ooh. Honestly, I thought either you're going to walk in through the front door and start this fight to begin with. But other than that, I was like, oh, they're going to come down, they're going to see the stuff, they're going to like stealth around, figure it out, and they're going to work out that this isn't the way to the basement. But no.
But no.
Here we are.
Nope.
Andy, why
Yeah.
did you catch the torch?
I think he thought that it was down in the
Because-
basement. There would be people
yeah.
down there.
Yeah, that
Because
was
we
my
know
reaction
down
too.
is an army, and
I thought it was a good thing.
that's way worse.
Yeah, okay. Well,
All right.
Here
Yeah,
we
I
are,
gotta
yes?
go, friends.
Good job. All right, so we will get a session 2 of this one-shot schedule just as soon as we can. Join the Discord.
Yes.
Exclamation point Discord to find out when that will be, because I don't know at this moment in time, so there's no way that everybody else knows. Woohoo! It's exciting. Good job though, everybody.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. All right, everyone, have a lovely rest of the day.
Mhm.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by.